Northside Ford in Effingham is proud to be a sponsor of high school sports. Check out the new F-150. The future of tough is here today, so you can own work now like never before. Stop by and take a test drive. Contact Northside Ford today or visit them online at effinghamford.com.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Civic Memorial High School in Bethalto for Friday night high school football action here on 97.9 XFM and 97.9XFM.com. I'm Greg Sapp, Dustin White alongside Wayne Moran here capturing all the video of the ball game. You can watch for that on the website later in the weekend. And Ken of the Queen of the Night back at the studios, so we have you well covered for tonight's action. Civic Memorial comes into this game 2-0. The Hearts are 1-1, but the Hearts have a winning streak going after the opening night loss 37-0 to Breeze Mater Dei. They regrouped to beat Mascoutah 28-20 last week. So, Dustin, a little momentum on the Hearts side.
Yeah, absolutely. Looked a lot better last week as opposed to week one. And you're going to have that. You know, everybody's going to progress from week to week, and I'm sure Civic Memorial is no different. But, yeah, the Hearts just couldn't get anything going against Mater Dei in week one. They were able to really get some offensive drives moving. Had obviously a lot of their best drives of the season so far last week, and we'll see if they can take that confidence and bring it in here to this game tonight. And by what we've heard about how good Civic Memorial is, they're going to need to be hitting on all cylinders to get a win tonight.
Yep. Civic Memorial is 2-0. They beat Alton Marquette opening week by a score of 51-20, or 50-21, excuse me. And then last week they outlasted Mattoon by a score of 41-40. They had a two-day game like we had against Mascoutah last year. In fact, like Mattoon had against Bethalto last year. That's 2 years in a row they've had a two-night game because of that same storm bothering them at Bethalto last year that bothered us at Mascoutah. And then this year, because of the storm that we heard about during our game last week but didn't bother us, certainly bothered them, and that's why they had to come back Saturday and finish their ball game.
Yeah, their situation was especially bad because they got all the way to the 9-minute mark in the fourth quarter before they had to stop. So everybody had to get on a bus and come back the next day. Middle of the day, they played at 1 o'clock, I believe they finished.
Exactly.
Sweltering heat, and kids that were probably already plenty sore from the night before got to come up and play 9 minutes of football. It turned out to be apparently pretty entertaining as it ended up a 1-point game. But the bottom line is they've won both games they've played.
Civic Memorial scored on a 75-yard pass play with about a minute and a half to go to win last week. And then their kid, who, like Effingham, is a soccer kid, kicked the extra point to give them the 41-40 win. So they are 2-0. The Hearts are 1-1. We're on the road for the first time this season, and I guess the ride and all that stuff, that all factors into it. So we'll talk more about that in a minute. Right now, let's take a break, send it back to Miss Kenna. Again, we're getting ready for Effingham and Bethalto Civic Memorial here at Bethalto. High school sports on a Friday night on 97.9 XFM.
Al's Tire Mart and Electronic Center is a proud supporter of high school sports. Effingham's home for Verizon Wireless has 2 locations: car stereo installation and service, Bluetooth and mobile accessories, plus Al's top-notch automotive service will keep your team going all season long. Stop by Al's today.
Back at Bethalto, I've said before, if we had stayed where we lived when I was a little kid, I mean little, like 6 or 7 years old, this is where I would have gone to high school. Our house was like 6 blocks west of here. So this brings back some memories for me. So I won't get too nostalgic. That's been almost 50 years ago since we lived there. Oh, that makes me sound old. 50 years ago. Imagine that.
Not saying anything.
Thank you. Bottom line is, first thing I noticed when Memorial came out on the field, there aren't many of them.
Yeah, it's, I noticed when I was looking at the roster that you sent me earlier this week that the varsity roster didn't appear to be particularly deep. But I'll tell you, they put a lot of points on the board. You know, they obviously must run a pretty high-octane attack on offense, so either that or they're putting a lot of good big plays up. But you would think that a deeper team would at least have some advantage over them as you get into the third and fourth quarters. we'll have to see how that shakes out. Obviously, hasn't been a big problem for them so far. They've scored more than 90 points this season.
We are always intrigued, since this is Brett Hefner's first year as a Hearts varsity coach. I wondered how they came out on the road. The Hearts, so you know, came out to the north end zone. This field is north to south, and the Hearts came out on the north end, so right to left if you're looking at your radio or your personal listening device. But they stood in the north end zone, and out came Bethalto, and then the Hearts just kind of walked over to the sideline.
Yeah.
Nothing fancy, but hopefully quiet efficiency.
That's all you want, and I think that's kind of what we're used to from Coach McDonald's approach. He didn't probably really want his guys getting too flashy, too showing up the other team too much. So I think I'm okay with quiet and efficient.
Here's who else is playing tonight. Other Apollo teams: Charleston's at Centralia, Mattoon's at Highland, Mount Zion's at Mascoutah, Salem at Jerseyville, Taylorville at Rantoul. We go to Charleston next week to start Apollo Conference play. We'll have that for you, of course, right here where you're listening tonight. And we'll do our best to keep you up to date. So it looks like the Hearts are going to kick. That means they'll get the ball to start the second half. Lights are on, but boy, it turned out to be a beautiful night after heavy rainfall in Effingham. Gosh, as late as after 4 o'clock this afternoon. It is a beautiful night here at Bethalto. Perfectly clear skies. Sun is just about to go down behind the clouds, which will enable me to see much more of the field as I'm being blinded right now. But I'm not going to complain too much about the sunshine. Sean Zaruzan has them set. He's ready for the kickoff. You're listening to high school football on 97.9 WXEF in Effingham. Here's the kick from the 40. We're underway. Good to have you with us here on 97.9 XFM. Ball's taken at about the 13-yard line, headed to the far sideline. A nice return out across the 35-yard line. Good job as it was grabbed out there by Mascoutah, or by Civic Memorial. And they return the football out across the 35-yard line, where they'll set it up 1st and 10. The return man was John Whitworth, so we'll see carry the football a lot tonight for Civic Memorial. So 1st and 10 for Bethalto Civic Memorial. And again, the football is not spotted. That's why I couldn't find it. They hadn't put it down yet. 36-yard line. Now we're good. So they took that ball inside the 15 and return out across the 35 to the 36-yard line. That's where they'll set up shop to start this one tonight.
23-yard return.
Going to work from the shotgun again. The quarterback is senior, and Adam Hill gets it, and they hand off, and they throw out here in the flats. The ball is caught out there, caught by Tim Clock, and he gained 1 yard. Drew Vasquez came up, made the stop, a 1-yard gain to the 37, so it's 2nd and 9.
So a quick, short little passing route. Doesn't get a whole lot, but it does show that Bethalto's at least willing to go to the air on 1st down.
Just underway. Big old scoreboard down in the south end zone here at Bethalto. Again from the shotgun. Going to throw across the middle. It's caught and then dropped as, boy, the receiver is hit a lick by Vasquez. Wow. The intended receiver was Brendan Rickey, R-I-C-C-I, number 9, 6'3", 215-pound senior, and he had it in his hands, and then Vasquez hit him a lick and the ball popped out. So incomplete, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 9 at the 37. And now the Hearts jump, and let's see if they were drawn offside or whether this will give Civic Memorial a little better field position. It's offside on the Hearts, so that'll move it up 5, and that'll make it a 3rd and 4. So the Hearts still in pretty good shape, but now it's 3rd and 4 instead of 3rd and 9.
Yeah, 3rd and 9 sounds a whole lot better to me, but a good hard snap count from Hill there. Got a couple of Effingham players to jump, and vastly improves the Eagles' prospects here and what they can do on this 3rd down play.
Out across the 40 to the 42-yard line now, and it's 3rd and 4 for the Eagles. Still from the shotgun. There's the snap. Here's the handoff. They run it up the middle to Whitworth. He has the 1st down and plenty of room after that. He's inside the Hearts 40 before he's brought down, and a 1st down and then some for Civic Memorial, as Grant Wolf had to come up from that, I'd call it cornerback spot, one of the defensive back spots, and makes the tackle. Whitworth goes from The Civic Memorial 42 to the Hearts 37. So a gain of 21 yards on that gallop. And it's a 1st and 10 for the Eagles at Effingham's 37-yard line, and they're going to pass, and it's complete across the middle, just outside the 30. Ball is caught out there by Dylan Sutton, 6-foot senior. It is complete to the 31. So from the 37 to the 31, Dustin, a gain of 6, and it's 2nd and 4. So Civic Memorial on the move here in the opening drive of the game. From the shotgun again. High snap, Hill's got it, throws out in the flats, it's caught, and a short gain. He's taken down inside the 30th to Whitworth, who's their big running back. Bosca's another tackle for the Hearts, but there is a flag, and this one may be going against Bethalto. The officials talking it over. Flag was thrown inside the 25, and now they're going to bring it back to the 27. So let's see where this one ends up. It's a block in the back, and it's on Civic Memorial. The flag is thrown at the 27, so they're going to bring it back to the 38. So that will make it 2nd and 11. So they actually lost more yardage than I thought they would. So it's at the 38, Effingham's 38-yard line. Opening drive of the game. Civic Memorial on the move. 14 on the play clock. They're still checking the sidelines. Still in the shotgun. Down to 8 on the play clock. They're going to throw. They come out in the flats. It's caught at about the 40, and then the Hearts collapse on him. A gain to the 35. So all that work, they gained about 3 yards on that play. Lane was the receiver that time. So Brett Lane made the catch, and it's complete to the 35, a gain of 3, Dustin. And that'll bring up a 3rd and about 8. So they've slowed a little. That penalty didn't help, and then good coverage by the Hearts, and they shift now defensively on 3rd and 8. Ball's at the Hearts 35. Still from the shotgun. Hill back to throw. Got a lot of time. Throws out here to the near side and through the hands of the intended receiver. Incomplete, and that'll bring up 4th and 8. They are at the Hearts 35, remember, so I'm sure they'll try one more time here, but it's 4th and 8.
Rather glad that slipped through the hands there, because that would have been a nice little gain, probably a 1st down play for Civic Memorial. Instead, they're looking at 4th and long.
Brendan Rickey was the intended receiver, and yeah, just went right through the mitts. So let's see what they do here on 4th and 8. They stay in the shotgun, and now we've got a whistle and the timeout, CM. So Civic Memorial calls time. 9:22 to play in the opening quarter, opening drive of the game. It's Civic Memorial nothing, Effingham nothing, here on 97.9 XFM.
Hi, I'm Jim Heck for Dan Heck Chevrolet Toyota in Effingham, a proud sponsor of Effingham area sports. We'd like to wish the Effingham Hearts football team and new coach Brett Hefner a safe and successful season. Good luck, Hearts. Come visit us at 2400 South Banker or 24/7 at danheck.com.
You get more than you expect from Dan Hecht.
So 1st and 10 for Civic Memorial. Each team's had the ball. Each team's gone 3 and out. Back to the shotgun. The pass is through the hands of the intended receiver. Over there, that pass was too high for Tim Clock, and there were a couple of Effingham defenders really close to that ball, but it was by them before they had a chance to react. So Tim Clocky was the intended receiver. It's through his hands, incomplete. Stops the clock with 7:29 to go in the first quarter. Brings up a 2nd and 10. Civic Memorial on their 29-yard line. Adam Hill, their quarterback, shifts Whitworth now, the running back, to his left side, and now there's a flag. The Hearts are shifting. Let's see what this is about. I think maybe too many Civic Memorial kids moved.
Well, Civic Memorial player clapping his hands, so.
It's on the Hearts. They'd move Whitworth, and then I thought maybe another kid moved, but the Hearts jumped offside, so that's a 5-yard walk-off, and that'll push it out to the 34. So another Hart penalty, and that makes it 2nd and 5.
It just into Effingham's 2nd defensive possession. That's twice we've already seen them flagged before the snap.
So 2nd and 5, let's see what happens here. Hill from the shotgun on 2nd and 5, looking to throw. Comes to the near side, got a man there. It's well overthrown, out of bounds. Stops the clock with 7:23 to go, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 5. Intended receiver was Brett Lane. Pretty good coverage by Grant Wolf over there. Ball was thrown out of bounds, so it's 3rd and 5. 7:23 left in the opening quarter. No score. We're at Bethalto at Civic Memorial High School. You can see the arch from here. That's how far west we are. Hill from the shotgun. He's been there most of the game. There's the snap. Here's the handoff to Whitworth, the running back. Harts try to react. He's still going laterally. There they stop him, but I think he just did fall forward enough for a first down.
It's going to be close. He had to keep going further and further toward that far sideline. He might come up a little gimpy out of that play, too. We'll see what's going on there. He looks like he's struggling a little bit coming off the field.
They mark it at the 39. They do say it's enough for a first down. Blake White came up, made the stop for the Harts. A gain to the 39. So from the 34 to the 39, they needed 5, and they got 5. And a 1st and 10 for the Eagles. 6:55 to go, opening quarter. A fake handoff, and there's the pass completion. And boy, the Harts were waiting, and they end up losing yardage. Nice play by Griffin Page. The pass play was complete to Clocky, but Griffin Page got in there. Some help from Grant Wolf, and he is hit for a loss. So the pass is complete, but it ends up at the 38-yard line. So a completion for -1, and that'll make it 2nd and 11.
I mean, they've thrown the ball 10 times, completed 6, but for a total of 12 yards.
I have to soak his arm. Another pass play. A lot of time coming to the near side. This one's caught, but down he goes. Nice reaction out there by the Harts. White came out here to the near side and made the tackle. 23 tackled 23 that time as Brett Lane made the catch to the 48. So from the 38 to the 48, a gain of 10, but remember they needed 11. So it's 3rd and 1 for Civic Memorial at their 48-yard line. A lot of passes. Could be a long game tonight. Now they line up. Direct snap. And here's the play, and it's good for a first down inside Effingham's 45-yard line. They direct snap that time to Corey Price. Corey plays some quarterback for Civic Memorial. He's a 5'10", 170-pound junior, and Corey Price had a direct snap, and it's good to Effingham's 44, so that's an 8-yard gain, Dustin, and a first down for Civic Memorial. And they're back to throw again, and another whistle, and this time I think it's on Civic Memorial. Yeah, procedure penalty on the Eagles. They tried to get things going a little too quick. So that'll move it back 5. Yeah, they direct snap that time. They had a whole different set, and the kid that got the snap was the only person back there to receive. No quarterback in sight. But now there's a 5-yard procedure penalty, drives it back to Effingham's 49, and now another flag. And this one might not be as good news. Offside on the Harts again. Boy, that's 3 times the Harts have been offside here.
1st and 10.
So that moves it another 5 into Effingham's 44-yard line. Page is back. Caleb Martin checks out. Harts shifting on defense again. Now from the shotgun, Hill takes the snap, back to throw, goes across the middle, got a man there, and it's over his head and past his hands, incomplete. Boy, they are not shy about throwing the football. Brett Lane, again, the intended receiver, and he just overthrew him. Yeah. But I guess if you throw 40 times a game, you're going to complete a few.
Yeah, and quite honestly, Brett Lane there had at least a step on the defender, but ball overthrown just a little bit. Maybe a high snap that Adam Hill took an extra beat to get under control was the difference in that play.
So 2nd and 10 now. Clock stopped with 5:08 to go in the opening quarter. Still no score here at Bethalto. Another shotgun, another snap, another pass. Going across the middle, Hill got hit a lick that time. That pass is too deep and falls incomplete. Again, Lane, the intended receiver. That time the Harts penetrated. They had a couple of guys get in there. Piggish was in there. Jarrett Jones was in there, and also Noah Spencer got in there and got a lick on Hill that time, but he still got the throwaway. It's incomplete. Brings up a 3rd and 10. Still at Effingham's 44-yard line. 5 minutes left in a very long first quarter. Lane claps the hands, looking to throw. Hart's get him. He got rid of it just in time, and it's caught at Effingham's 30-yard line, and that's good enough for a first down. So Hill got the pass away to Lane. Wolf got over and made the stop, but not before the catch. Good for a first down. They'll spot it at Effingham's 29-yard line, so a gain of 15 yards to the Hearts' 29. A new set of downs here for the Eagles. 4:50 to go in the opening quarter. Again, nope, this time they hand off. Whitworth comes to the near side. Hearts run him out of bounds over here around the 25-yard line. Wolf got down there and helped run him out of bounds. So Whitworth carried from the 29 line of scrimmage. Now at the 24, gain of 5. So that'll make it 2nd and 5. And the Hearts want time. So Effingham calls time. 4:44 to go in the opening quarter. It's Effingham nothing, Bethalto Civic Memorial nothing. Friday Night Football here on 97.9 XFM.
Stop by Geckner Brothers Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram today and check out the all-new Jeep Renegade. Rugged, fun, and affordable, the Renegade joins the legendary Jeep family with the classic Wrangler, the Jeep Patriot and Compass, Cherokee, and the luxurious Grand Cherokee. Find yours today at Effingham's home for Jeep. Geckner Brothers Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram.
Called time. It's 2nd and 5 for Civic Memorial. They have the ball on Effingham's 24-yard line. There's no score. 4:44 to go in the first quarter of football. And I'm telling you, this is the passingest team. I've only had a team about 7 or 8 years ago. They threw like 50 times that night. That's the one I can equate this to. Back in the shotgun again. Adam Hill going to have a sore arm after this.
This is going to be the 11th play of this drive. They've moved it from their own 29 to Effingham's 29, or 24, I should say.
2nd and 5. Let's see what happens here. One man behind him in the backfield. There's the snap, low snap. Here's the handoff, and they go up the middle, and the Hearts manage to stop him shy of the 20. The carry to Zach Williams, 6-foot junior. Gain of 3 from the 24 to the 21. So that'll make it 3rd and about 2. Frankie Snyderjohn in on the stop there for the Hearts.
They get a lot of guys involved. They've had 5 different receivers catch a pass. That's the 3rd running back to take a carry.
So 3rd and 2. They're still in the shotgun. 3rd and 2 now. Here's the handoff again to Williams. He gets inside the 15, inside the 20, pardon me, to the 15, and that's enough for a first down. A little slant play. Good to the 16, from the 21 to the 16, a gain of 5, and that's a new set of downs here for Civic Memorial. Drew Vasquez again up on the stop. So let's see what happens here from the Hearts' 16-yard line. 4 minutes left in this first quarter. Time of possession is dramatically in Civic Memorial's favor here in this first quarter, but still no score. Hill from the shotgun sends Whitworth in motion to the far side, looking to throw, goes across the middle, and it is incomplete. Good work in there by the Hearts defense.
Pass intended for David Lane.
David Lane tried to come across the middle and catch it. He would have been shy of the goal line. Hearts did a good job of getting a hand in there and helping affect that. It falls incomplete, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10, still at the 16.
What Bethalto does a lot is they'll get up to the line in a hurry and get in position, and then they'll come back and look to the sideline for a play. That forces Effingham's defense to kind of have to be ready and then make adjustments based on the adjustments that Civic Memorial makes.
Still in the shotgun, pass out here to Whitworth, complete to about the 12. Griffin Page in on the stop along with Noah Spencer for the Hearts. And it's to the 12, so from the 16 to the 12, a gain of 4. That'll make it 3rd and about 6 or 7. So they still are plodding away here. Pass, pass, pass. 3rd and 7 now for Civic Memorial. They check the sidelines. Adam Hill's their quarterback, and he's put it up plenty here in this first quarter. High snap, throws, across the middle, got a man there, incomplete. Led him a little long, and that'll bring up a 4th and 7. Lane was the intended receiver, so it's 4th and 7, and let's see what Civic Memorial does here with the ball at Effingham's 12-yard line. They had a kid warming up here on the sidelines, so I thought a field goal might be an opportunity for them.
Doesn't seem like that's what they're interested in doing.
This early in the game, though, they're going to go for the whole enchilada. So 4th and 7 for the Hearts, for the Civic Memorial crew at the Hearts 12-yard line.
I won't be surprised if they just go to John Whitworth here, and if you don't get the first down, you've got Effingham buried fairly deep.
Now they call time. No sense wasting those timeouts. So CM calls their second timeout. We've had 3 timeouts called in this first quarter between these two squads. 2:55 to go in the opening period. It's Effingham nothing, Civic Memorial nothing here at Bethalto on 97.9 XFM.
Northside Ford in Effingham is proud to be a sponsor of high school sports. Check out the new F-150. The future of tough is here today, so you can own work now like never before. Stop by and take a test drive. Contact Northside Ford today or visit them online at effinghamford.com.
All right, the Civic Memorial Eagles from Bethalto have the ball at the Hearts 12. It's 4th and 7. Let's see what happens here. Dustin's calling for a ground play.
I really do think Whitworth has looked very strong in his 3 carries, and so I think that they're going to give it to him, hope for the best. If not, Effingham's going to be pinned deep.
Whitworth split to the side of Hill, the quarterback. 4th and 7.
They got 4 receivers wide, though.
So they have to do something, especially split on the far side. Coming to the near side, he gets hit as he threw it, and it's incomplete, and the Hearts get the football back. Nice work, Noah Spencer. Good job of getting in there for the Hearts. Hit him a lick that time as he was throwing, and the pass came up very short, and the Hearts will get the ball back on downs. So that's twice Civic Memorial's had the football, have passed the ball a bunch, and have nothing to show for it. Let's see what the Hearts can do now, 1st and 10 on offense from their 12-yard line.
16 plays Civic Memorial just ran. They had the football for 4 minutes and 46 seconds, but have still not gotten on the board.
All I'm saying is they scored 50 their first game, 41 last week, and the Hearts have held them scoreless the first 2 series.
Well, Effingham was a fixture in the Muscuda backfield last week. Their defense was all over the Muscuda quarterback, and we've seen them get in there and create some havoc so far tonight, too.
Graham up under center, and now the Hearts call time. They just got the ball. Must have seen Civic Memorial was going to do something, and so Coach Hefner wants to talk it over. So timeout Hearts. 2:50 to go opening quarter. It's Effingham nothing, Civic Memorial nothing. Friday Night Football on 97.9 XFM.
Al's Tire Martin Electronic Center is a proud supporter of high school sports. Effingham's home for Verizon Wireless has 2 locations, car stereo installation and service, Bluetooth and mobile accessories, plus Al's top-notch automotive service will keep your team going all season long. Stop by Al's today.
Hey, this is just the start of a big sports weekend. In fact, right now over on KJ Country at 102.3, we have Xfinity race action from Richmond. Tomorrow night we'll have Sprint Cup action from Richmond at 5:30. Sunday we have the Rams opener against Seattle from the Jones Dome. Kickoff at noon, pregame at 11. That'll be here on 97.9 XFM. So big sports weekend. Let's see what the Hearts can do here. 1st and 10 at their 12. Graham hands off to the deep back. That's Vasquez, and boy, they were waiting. Drew might have got back to the line of scrimmage. We'll see about the spot. But they were waiting.
I think he's probably going to end up having lost. Well, no, they are going to give it back to the line of scrimmage. A little bit surprised, but that works for me.
2nd and 10 on the no gain for Vasquez. Hearts are really deep in their territory, so that limits your options. You really got to be confident about a pass down in this area of the field.
That was Effingham's 4th play from scrimmage. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Civic Memorial's already run 24 plays in this game.
And still no score. And I guess that's the bottom line. Graham staying up under center, Hearts in the eye. Gonna fake. Now they're gonna pass. Got a man in the middle, and he overthrew him.
That is too bad, because let me tell you, Trevor Craig ran a nice route. He was wide open in the middle of the field. Nobody between him and the end zone, but overthrown by a pretty good deal. And
Graham's got a good arm.
Yes.
Just overthrew Trevor Craig by a bundle. I saw Trevor at lunch Sunday after church, and He was pretty pumped, getting to play some for the Hearts, and he was wide open, but pass just overthrown, stops the clock with 2:02 to go in the quarter, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 10.
Well, the Hearts keep that in the back of their mind and know that they ran that one pretty well, just didn't quite execute the throw, and maybe at another key point in the game, you'll be able to make it work for you.
You lose a lot of games in the first quarter, but you very seldom win one in the first quarter, so game of attrition this football. Graham back to the shotgun on 3rd and 10, rolling to the far side, looking to throw across the middle. It is incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down. I guess it was to Blake White. I'm not quite sure. Blake White and Craik were both in the neighborhood. Pass incomplete, and that'll bring up 4th and 10. So the Hearts are going to have to punt it away, this time from much deeper on the field.
Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, the Hearts defense has stood up a couple times, but the field position game is slowly shifting in Civic Memorial's favor.
Graham's going to punt. Got away a good one the first time. See what happens here. He'll be inside the Hearts' 5-yard line when he gets this one away. And he does, and it's straight up the chute. It's going to hit at about the Hearts' 40 and then go backwards, but it's tagged out by the Hearts. Civic Memorial's going to have good field position inside Effingham's 40 to start this drive. They'll spot it at the 38, so a 30-yard punt. And it'll be 1st and 10 for the Eagles at Effingham's 38-yard line.
Yeah, 26 yards that time. Hit a 45-yarder the first time, got a good roll on the end of it. This time, that one a little higher in the air and then checked up and bounced back. It took a nice Civic Memorial bounce after that. So it's going to be a short field. We'll see if this Effingham defense, which has stood up so far, is up to the task once again.
1:53 to go in the opening quarter. Hill again from the shotgun. Adam Hill's been in the shotgun just about the entire game. Going to throw across the middle off the hands of the intended receiver. Man, Ricky was the intended receiver, and Roberto Duran there. Hands of stone. So that'll bring up a 2nd and 10. Watch, he'll catch 10 passes now after I said that.
Yeah, tempting fate.
2nd and 10. Ball remains at Effingham's 38-yard line. Clock stops with 1:47 in an exceedingly long first quarter.
Well, 19 passes thrown in the first quarter by the Civic Memorial offense. We're on pace for quite a total by the time it's all said and done.
Hill to pass. Nope, handoff to Whitworth on the far side. And the Hearts do a nice job of slowing him. Turns it into a pretty decent gain. He got near the Hearts' 30-yard line by the time they stopped him. So Whitworth with a decent gain to the far side. And they'll spot the football at the 32. Gain of 6. So that'll bring up a 3rd and 4.
That's, the thing is, I mean, Whitworth's 6 foot, 180 pounds. He looks like a stud out there. And that's just the 4th time they've handed it to him.
So 3rd and 4. They go into their set, and now they lean back and check the sidelines. Robinson used to do this. Remember that?
And Illinois, when Juice Williams was quarterback with Ron Zook, a lot of that stuff too.
3rd and 4. Hill, of course, from the shotgun. Back to throw, across the middle, caught, and it's a 1st down, and he got away from the defender, and another defender, and he's inside the 10, the 5, and there's a touchdown for Civic Memorial.
He was actually tripped up just short. He thought he was going to get in, but they're going to say he was down.
Well, I thought I saw one guy signal touchdown. I'm sorry. It is inside the 1-yard line. The catch was made there by Dylan Sutton, number 17, and he took the ball to the 1-foot line. So Dustin, a play of 31 yards, and it's 1st and goal for Civic Memorial inside the 1-yard line. So Dylan Sutton, nice run after the catch. And the direct snap as they tried earlier, and he's in for the score. That's Corey Price. The way they had the set, Price was the only person in the backfield. They snapped direct to him, and he took it in for the score. So Civic Memorial scores first here tonight with 1:22 in the first quarter. And Civic Memorial takes a 6-0 lead. So the 1-yard run. And Civic Memorial takes a 6-0 lead. Score comes with 1:22 to go in the opening quarter. Looks like they're going to kick. And they do go into the extra point formation now. High snap, they get it down. The kick's up, looks good, is good. Kick is good by Colin Hall. 6'1" junior. Colin Hall with the extra point, and he makes it 7-0. So it's Civic Memorial 7, Effingham nothing. Minute 22 to go in the opening quarter here at Bethalto on 97.9 XFM.
From an oil change to new brakes, or possibly a major overhaul, our service makes a difference at Dan Heck Chevrolet Toyota in Effingham. Trust your car or truck repairs to the most experienced repair shop in the area. Look for our specials online at danheck.com.
4 plays, 38 yards. Took 31 seconds for Civic Memorial to score on the short field. Again, they got the ball at Effingham's 38. 1-yard touchdown run by Price. The kick was good by Colin Hall. Civic Memorial has a 7-0 lead with a minute 22 to go in the opening quarter. There's a low kick fielded by the Hearts at about the 20. No, they don't field it. Now they finally have to fall on it. A knee down. The Hearts do retain possession. That ball never came up. I think that Zane Tilker thought it was going to come up, and it never did, so he fell on it. Bottom line is, you got to have the football, and that was the smart decision by Tilker then, instead of trying to pick it up and maybe giving it back. That would have been brutal.
Ends up being a 37-yard kick, so the Hearts are going to have 77 yards to go on this drive, looking for their first down of the evening.
Let's see what happens from Effingham's 23-yard line. 7-0 Civic Memorial now. Up under center's Graham, goes to the deep back. That's Vasquez picking his way through traffic, gets it out across the 25. A pretty decent gain on first down. Good blocking, and the ball out to the 27, from the 23 to the 27. And that'll bring up a 2nd and 6. Minute to go in the first quarter. 7-0 Civic Memorial. We'll try our best to get you up to date. Miss Kenna will be scanning many locations for scores at halftime. We'll recap the scoring and the stats. And hopefully the Hearts will have some scoring. Talk about in a big way. Graham up under center on 2nd and 6, looking for the deep back again. And picking his way is Vasquez, and he's near midfield before they finally take him down. And the Hearts get their first down of the night.
Yeah, just found a little seam there. Got one juke, and he was off, and ended up with a nice long run out there near midfield, out to the 46.
So from the 27 to the 46, a 19-yard pickup. And the Hearts have a new set of downs for the first time tonight, near midfield.
The Hearts hadn't managed more than 4 plays from scrimmage all night, so that comes at a good time.
That gears them up. Let's see what happens here. Graham again up under center. Deep back Vasquez picking his way through heavy traffic. He's got a big opening again. Comes back near the midfield stripe. Tried to come to the near side. Ball got shaky, but Drew fell on it at the 41 of Civic Memorial. So from the Hearts 46 to Effingham's 40 to Civic Memorial's 41, another 13-yard gallop for Vasquez and another first down for Effingham.
The Hearts hadn't moved the chain at all their first 2 possessions, and then back-to-back plays they pick up first downs and have it all the way into Civic Memorial territory for the first time tonight.
And that's the last play of the first quarter. Civic Memorial makes a change, but that'll be for the second quarter. 1 quarter in the books here at Bethalto. After 1 at Civic Memorial 7, Effingham nothing. Friday Night Football on 97.9 XFM.
Stop by Geckner Brothers Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram today and check out the all-new Jeep Renegade. Rugged, fun, and affordable, the Renegade joins the legendary Jeep family with the classic Wrangler, the Jeep Patriot and Compass, Cherokee, and the luxurious Grand Cherokee. Find yours today at Effingham's home for Jeep. Geckner Brothers Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram.
Baseball score, final in the first game of the doubleheader. Cubs a winner. Jake Arrieta does it again. 19th win of the season. Now, Hearts with the ball near Civic Memorial's 40-yard line. They hand it to Vasquez as they keep pounding. I think it was Vasquez, or is it? Yeah, there he is, peeling himself out of the pile. The ball was at the Civic Memorial 41, no gain. No gain, as it turns out. That'll bring up a 2nd and 10.
Yeah, back-to-back double-digit carries for Drew, but that time they stand him up at the line of scrimmage.
It's 7-0 Civic Memorial as we start the second quarter here at Bethalto. Hudson Graham up under center on 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Nice fake. Cross the middle. Good pass. Got a man there. Caught. And it's still on his feet. That's Trevor Creek, and he's got it near the 5-yard line. Trevor Craik, heck of a grab. What a nice job of tucking that football in, and a great run after the catch. Trevor Craik takes it inside the 7-yard line, call it the 6. So from the 41 to the 6, a 35-yard pass completion to Trevor Craik, and the Hearts have it first and goal at the Eagles 6-yard line.
Remember, he found an opening earlier and just got overthrown. This time, Graham able to put it in his hands, and a big gainer.
Set up in the eye. Graham, handoff rather, deep back. Vasquez gets it near the 5, inside the 5 maybe. They'll give him to the 5, so a gain of 1. Second and goal for the Hearts at the Civic Memorial 5-yard line. Now, this is a team that scored 91 points in their first 2 games. I'm as impressed by the defense as anything so far tonight. Let's see what happens here. Second and goal. Hearts with the ball at the Civic Memorial 5. Graham up under center. Hearts again in the eye. Here's the handoff. Nope, gonna throw. Rolling to the far side. Got a man there. It's caught, and he is in for the touchdown.
Joe Neiman.
Joe Neiman, first game back after dealing with that hand injury that has plagued him for a year. Joe Neiman with the catch for the touchdown, and the Hearts are back within 7-6. The score comes with 10:27 left in the second quarter. So, in to kick the extra point is Sean Zaruzin. Vasquez will hold. Pretty play. 5 yards, Dustin, just for the record, on the touchdown. And the Hearts looking to tie with the extra point here. Zaruzin to kick. Placement, kicks up, looks good, is good. Boy, it just crawled over the crossarm. The crossbar there. 7-7. Hearts tie it up here with 10:27 to go in the second quarter. Back with a kickoff in a minute on 97.9 XFM.
Northside Ford in Effingham is proud to be a sponsor of high school sports. Check out the new F-150. The future of tough is here today, so you can own work now like never before. Stop by and take a test drive. Contact Northside Ford today or visit them online at effinghamford.com.
FDIC.
Boy, what a pretty drive by the Hearts. 7 plays, 77 yards, took 255. Highlighted by the 5-yard pass play to Joe Neiman on the pass play from Hudson Graham. Sean Zaruzin's kick was good, and the Hearts have tied it 7-7. The score comes with 10:27 to go in the second quarter.
Of course, the 35-yard catch by Craig set it all up. A nice throw, great route, good play by the Hearts.
Zaruzin with the kickoff. Sideways kick inside the 30. It's taken by Civic Memorial. They return it out across the 40, and the man is still on his feet near the 45-yard line. So the ball was inside the 30. Ricky Lafferty, the return man there for Civic Memorial, number 11, Ricky Lafferty. And he returns the ball from the, inside the 30 to the 44-yard line. So once again, pretty good field position for CM. That's their own 44-yard line.
Kind of a pop-up kick from Zaruzin that time, and then a 16-yard return for Lafferty sets up a somewhat short field.
A little worse for them than their last possession.
Yeah, a little bit.
See what happens here from the shotgun. Of course, thrown across the middle. Ball is tipped. Boy, the Hearts might have had a pick there. Vasquez got in there, and the pass was off the hand of Brendan Rickey. It falls incomplete, stops the clock with 10:14 to go in the second quarter, brings up 2nd and 10.
He has a defensive back. Your eyes get big whenever you see that go off the receiver's fingertips and into the air, but no Effingham player quite quick enough to be able to make their way over there, and they're going to have to settle for a 2nd and 10 here.
Let's see what happens here. Civic Memorial at their 44. Hill, of course, back in the shotgun. There's a handoff up the middle to Whitworth. Hart's not reacting. He gets it inside Effingham territory, inside the Hart's 40-yard line before they finally bring him down. As finally, Cody Line came up and made the tackle. Nice run up the middle by Whitworth. Nothing too fancy. To the Hart's 37. So from their 44 to the Effingham 37, a gain of 19 yards. And a new set of downs for Civic Memorial.
5 carries, 56 yards for Whitworth.
Coming to the near side, Whitworth. This time he gets away from a couple. He's still on his feet. They finally get him, but he's inside the Hart's 25-yard line. Boy, look at Hunter Dively come clear across the field to make that tackle. What a heck of an effort by Hunter Dively for the Hearts. But as it is, they get it 1st and 10 at Effingham's 22. So from the 37 to the 22, a 15-yard gallop. They didn't like getting scored on. Hill still in the shotgun, and a lot of people moved that time. That's a procedure penalty on Civic Memorial. That'll bring it back 5 yards. They were a little amped that time.
Well, that's okay. Slows things down a little bit. It seemed like they were just getting up there to the line and quickly running the next play, and the Hearts able to maybe catch their breath and figure some things out.
From the 22 back to the 27 on the 5-yard walk-off. Brings up a 1st and 15 now, but they're still at the Hearts' 27-yard line. 7-7 game, 9:52 to go before the half. Hill, of course, in the shotgun. I guess I could just tell you if he isn't. And Whitworth lining up right alongside. High snap. He's got time to adjust. There's a throw back to Whitworth. Comes to the near side, and he's inside the 20 before they bring him out of bounds. As Grant Wolf came up to knock him out of bounds. They're going to score it inside the 20, on the 20. So a gain of 7, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. Remember, they'd had the 5-yard walk-off just ahead of that. So 2nd and 8, they're at the Hearts' 20-yard line. 9:45 to go, second quarter. Hill ready, high snap, another whistle. I think this one's on the side official, and I think this may be CM again. Procedure, and it is on the Eagles again. So that'll bring it back another 5 yards. That'll push the ball back to Effingham's 25, and that'll make it 2nd and 13.
So the way Whitworth was moving the football, the only thing that was going to slow things down seemed was Civic Memorial itself, and they've done a nice job of it. A couple of penalties have slowed their momentum and moved them 10 yards further away from their end zone.
We've met the enemy, and it was us. All right, let's see what happens. Back to the Hearts' 25, 2nd and 13. There's a handoff to Whitworth. Boy, he got away again. String it out, though. The Hearts, White tried to take him down, and finally he came up and got some help, and in fact he might have lost. No, I guess he is going to gain a couple of yards, but good work by Blake White. He just grabbed him and wouldn't let go, and some help by Cody Line also. It ends up the football is at the 22-yard line, gain of 3. That'll make it 3rd and 10. So it's 3rd and 10 now at the Hearts' 22.
What Whitworth does a good job of is reading where he's at when he gets the football in his hands and being able to make the adjustment and carry the football where the defense isn't. That time he just couldn't quite turn the corner.
Going to throw the ball, coming to the near side, picked! Intercepted by the Hearts. Good, a big return in place in the Civic Memorial territory. Drew Vasquez has it to the Civic Memorial 40-yard line. They had 3 receivers lined out here to the near side. That meant 3 defenders for the Hearts were waiting for that pass. Vasquez stepped inside the receiver. Nice pick. 1st and 10 for Effingham at Civic Memorial's 40-yard line. And boy, you talk about a turnover at just the right time, Dustin.
Yeah, he was at right about the 20-yard line when he picked that one off, too. So a huge return to go with it. You know, Civic Memorial turned the ball over quite a few times against Mattoon last week. So this time Vasquez steps in front of it and gets you a nice 40-yard return to go with it.
And it gets it away from your goal line, and you're knocking in the opponent's camp. 1st and 10 for the Hearts at the CM 40. 8:35 to go before intermission. Hudson Graham back up under center for the Hearts on 1st and 10. Going looking for the deep back. Now he's going to throw across the middle. Got a man. It's Craig. Went way up in the air. Had it on his hands. Couldn't gather it in. He was at about the 20-yard line. It falls incomplete. What a heck of an effort. I thought Craig might catch that thing.
Yeah, he had to go way up, and it's a good thing that he at least knocked it down, because otherwise there were 2 defenders in the area, and that would have been a problem if he'd have batted it up in the air.
Incompletion stops the clock with 8:28 to go in the second quarter. Brings up 2nd and 10, and we've got a penalty on the Hearts to boot, and it's a big one.
Yeah, that's a
15-yarder. Takes it back to Effingham's 45-yard line. Did not hear what the indication was, but it's a major infraction. So it is back to Effingham's 45-yard line. It'll be 1st and 25. Wow.
Yeah, that hurts.
So forget the incomplete. The penalty really is a killer.
Yeah, something extracurricular after the play ended, apparently. So.
Yeah, because we didn't see anything on the play at all.
Right.
So 1st and 10 for Effingham, but now back at their 45-yard line, and it's 1st and 25. 8:28 to go, second quarter. It's Effingham 7, Civic Memorial 7. Next week, the Hearts start conference play at Charleston to play the Trojans. We'll be there and have it where you're either listening or watching right now.
Still some discussion between this officiating crew.
They didn't go back to New York, did they?
Where would I guess the headquarters for IHSA football would be in Bloomington, right?
That's right.
I don't think we quite have the same sophisticated technology here, although apparently even at the highest level you can't get some things working, like maybe your radios and your helmets sometimes.
Yeah, I hear that's a problem in some stadiums. All right, here we go at the 1st and 25 at Effingham's 45. They hand it and they stopped for a perhaps loss. The handoff was to Jordan McCabe, and there was nowhere to go. So Jordan McCabe carried the football, and he is, let's see where they spot it, 1 yard loss back to the 44. So we lost 15 on the penalty, and now another yard on that loss on that play. So it's 2nd and 26 now. And let's see what the Hearts have in mind here. 2nd and 26, middle of the field. Hearts getting everybody lined up. Let's see what happens here.
That was McCabe's first carry, not a fun one.
New. 2nd and 26 at the 44. Hand off to the deep back. That's Vasquez. Drew up the middle, gets right to midfield before they take him down. So a decent gain, but a long way to go. From the 44, it's spotted at midfield. A gain of 6. That'll make it 3rd and 20. 3rd and 20 for the Hearts, right on the midfield stripe.
Vasquez 8 carries for 47 yards now. So nice work out of him so far. But the Hearts are facing what you would assume is a little bit of a passing situation here.
White and Neiman leave. They bring in Craig and Corey Osborne. Corey had some big catches last week. See what happens here. They have Tucker Denton out here to the near side. Graham wants to throw across the middle, too deep, incomplete, and now a flag, and there may be pass interference here. I see a CM kid with his hands on either side of his helmet. This may be pass interference.
The thing is, the intended receiver, Trevor Craik, you could make the case that he wasn't going to catch that either way.
There's 2 flags. There are 2 flags out there. One about 5 yards farther down the field, and it is pass interference on Civic Memorial. The back flag was thrown at Effingham or CM's 38-yard line, and that, let's see about now. They got to go get the football. The football ended up back at the 15-yard line for some reason.
Yep.
I guess that's where the incomplete pass finally ended up.
So 15-yard penalty, correct? And
it is a 15-yard penalty. Let's see where they're going to walk it off from. Line of scrimmage was the 50. Excuse me, was the 38. No, it actually was the 50 because we had 20-some yards to go for first down. So the ball was at the 38. So that was the spot of the foul. So Effingham has it 3rd and 8 at CM's 38 now. So Graham wants to throw, rolling to the far side. He may just tuck it in. He's got the first down. Yes, sir. Once he got the first down, he regrouped. He falls forward to the 25-yard line, and the Hearts have a first down.
What a turn of events. You're facing a 3rd and 20. You throw an incomplete pass. All of a sudden, you get the penalty and move the chains again, and the Hearts are in pretty good shape.
Needed 8 for the first down, got 13. It's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line of CM. So a new set of downs for Effingham at the Eagle 26-yard line. 6:40 to go before the half. We're tied 7-7. Graham up under center. Hand off to the deep back. That's Vasquez. Drew still on his feet. Now they're driving him back. Ball's loose. Hearts are going to get it. It is covered, but it's going to be back out across the 35-yard line. Now the ball's loose again. I heard whistles, though, this time. And the Hearts had possession of it. Now there's a flag. So let's see how this is all going to shake out. The ball is at the 37-yard line of Civic Memorial. Vasquez got hit, and the ball came squirting toward us here at midfield. And then there was a scrum. Several hands touched it. It's going to be Effingham football the way this is turning out.
I'm curious to see who the flag is against.
Big loss. Again, the line of scrimmage was at the 26. Football's now at the 37. Here's the call. Personal foul on the Hearts after the play was over, though, so they are going to keep the football. So the loss is from the 26 to the 37, and take your pick about who gets the 11-yard loss, Dustin. And then the 15-yard walk-off pushes the ball back to Effingham's 48-yard line. So a loss of 11 on the play, then the 15-yard penalty, and the Hearts will have it second and 25, I think.
All the way back at their own 48.
35. Second and 35, and it's back at Effingham's 48-yard line. So, a bad time for a big penalty, kind of like Civic Memorial had their last possession. There's the blitz. Graham gets away. Now he's taken down at about the 40. He tried to get away. Boy, they shot the gap. Perfect angle. Graham finally did pick it up, to his credit, and tried to get away. But it's an 8-yard loss. Now back to the 40. It's third and 43 now for the Hearts. They're back to their own 40-yard line. Wow, boy, did that fumble kill you. And then the personal foul on top of it. That was 26 yards between those two.
So now you just try to...
And now a loss and a loss.
Chunk something away and get yourself in a little better spot for the punt.
Third and 43. Here's the handoff. Dancing and driving up the middle. Out across the 40, not much there. Vasquez takes it to the 42, pardon me, gain of 2. So it's 4th and 41. I think we'll punt. 4th and 41, I think we're kicking.
Kind of a yo-yo possession there. The ball goes this way and that way and this way. But
golly.
Need a good punt here.
Unfortunate. Yeah, let's see if Graham can get a good one away here. High snap, but he's got it. There's the kick. End over end. Ball's going to be caught outside the 30. It's Whitworth. He's out into Effingham territory. He's still on his feet. He's going to get away. He's going to score a touchdown. Nobody tackled him, and he's in for the touchdown. Whitworth took the ball at about
33-yard line.
33-yard line and returns it to the house for a touchdown, and Civic Memorial has a 13-7 lead. He was here on the near sideline. The Hearts, there were several Hearts there. Nobody could make the stop. Whitworth chugged back to the middle of the field, and he was all alone and trotted unmolested toward the goal line. So 13-7 CM. The score comes with 4:36 to go in the second quarter, and now they'll try the extra point. Well, that was tough. The Hearts had done such a good job on the defensive end. Then the offense had it moving, but then a costly fumble and an even more costly personal foul really messed things up. And now on the punt return, Civic Memorial takes it back for a score. All right, they're going to kick for one here as Colin Hall puts it up, and it's high and deep and good. Civic Memorial regains the lead. 4:36 to play, second quarter here at Bethalto. It's Civic Memorial 14, Effingham 7. Kickoff on the way in a minute on 97.9 XFM.
House Tire Martin Electronic Center is a proud supporter of high school sports. Effingham's home for Verizon Wireless has 2 locations: car stereo installation and service, Bluetooth and mobile accessories. Plus, Al's top-notch automotive service will keep your team going all season long. Stop by Al's today.
All right, ready for the kickoff from the Civic Memorial 40. They've regained the lead. CM 14, Effingham 7. High, deep kickoff to the 10. Taken by the Hearts there. Coming to the near side. That's Corey Osborne. He's out to the 25, and that's where he goes down. The ball may be loose, and it could be CM football. CM, of course, is pointing. The Hearts look discouraged, and it is a fumble on the kickoff return. CM recovers, and they have it right back in great field position right after they scored to take the lead. They get it 1st and 10 inside Effingham's 25-yard line. Wow, what a huge blow. Scored at the 23-yard line. That's where Civic Memorial will take it 1st and 10 at Effingham's 23-yard line. Wow, they just scored to take a 14-7 lead, and now they get the ball right back deep in Effingham territory. Hill, the quarterback, ready to rock and roll. There's the snap. There's the handoff to Whitworth. He goes up the middle. The Hearts, nice stop this time. Not much there. Vasquez comes up to make the stop. And they'll score it at the 21, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, gain of 2 to the 21. Makes it 2nd and 8. 4:10 left before halftime. Still just a 1-touchdown difference. But boy, they get the ball back in great field position. 2nd and 8 at the Hearts 21. Hill ready. Claps his hands. There's the snap. Handoff to Whitworth again, coming to the near side. Had one man, strips him, gets it inside the 15 by the time they take him down. Vasquez again has to make the stop. Inside the 15 to the 13. So from the 21 to the 13, gain of 8 and enough for a first down for Civic Memorial. So a new set of downs for them with 3:46 to go in the second quarter. And we have more discussing.
You know,
they're going to check for a first down. They're going to bring the chains out. They're not quite sure it was enough for a first.
Wasn't that long ago, Greg. Hearts were riding high. 40-yard interception return from Vasquez deep into the Civic Memorial territory, and since then just nothing has gone right. But with 3:46 left to go here, if you can come up with some sort of a stop and keep them from getting back on the scoreboard, you got to consider that a huge moral victory.
And it is a first down, just enough. Half the leg of the football. So the thing that discourages me is that it's Effingham shooting themselves in the foot here lately. That's what's discouraged me the most.
Yeah, losing fumbles and personal fouls at bad times, and obviously allowing a punt return for a touchdown is always a problem. So just all kinds of things to talk about for the Hearts at halftime.
All right, so 1st and 10. They have the ball at the Hearts 13-yard line. Hill looking to throw. Goes to the far side. This may get picked. No, instead it's a completion. Lane caught it, but there's White to tackle him just as soon as the catch was made, so 23 wraps up 23. But the pass is complete to the 8, so that'll bring up a 2nd and 5 at the 8. Down to 3:18 left before halftime. 2nd and 5 for CM at Effingham's 8-yard line. Hearts shift on the line. Hill, handoff. Whitworth coming to the near side. Nobody's there. He's still on his feet. He's in for the touchdown. Holy cow. He just came to the near side of the field, had one man to beat, took it in. Touchdown, Civic Memorial. That extends their lead to 20-7. The score comes with 3:02 to go in the second quarter. Wow. He had uncharted territory there. Took it in from the 8. Score comes again with 3:02 to go in the second quarter. Civic Memorial was tied with Effingham, 7-7, but 2 consecutive fumbles and a big personal foul penalty has led to CM regaining the lead here. They're up 20-7 now. Here's the kick for the extra point. It's up. It's plenty deep, and it's good. 21-7, CM leads Effingham. Back with a kickoff in a minute, 3:02 to go in the second quarter. You're on 97.9 XFM.
Hi, I'm Jim Heck for Dan Heck Chevrolet Toyota in Effingham, a proud sponsor of Effingham area sports. We'd like to wish the Effingham Hearts football team and new coach Brett Hefner a safe and successful season. Good luck, Hearts. Come visit us at 2400 South Banker or 24/7 at danheck.com.
You get more than you expect from Dan Hecht.
4 plays, 23 yards, minute 24. And that's 21-7 Civic Memorial. Hearts get their kickoff return. Corey Osborne takes it out across the 20 where he's upended. It'll be 1st and 10 for Effingham at their 22-yard line. With 2:56 left before halftime. Boy, in a perfect world, man, you'd get a score here and get a little closer and get some momentum back headed to the locker room at halftime. 21-7 Civic Memorial. Man, they scored 2 touchdowns really quickly. We told you about all the points they've scored the first 2 weeks. 51 week, 41 the next. And they scored 2 touchdowns in a hurry. Whitworth's running, great field position. Hill's passing the football. A lot of things to consider. Graham's going to go up under center here. Hearts again, 1st and 10 at their 22. Deep back Vasquez gets it. Drew working hard, gets it to the 25. Maybe out across the 25 by the time he is finally upended. Call it the 25, a gain of 3, and that'll make it 2nd and 7. 2:40 left before the half, so the Hearts have plenty of time to get something done here. They're going to run Crake out of the lineup. So let's see what happens here on 2nd and 7. Blake White's going to line up here on the near side of the field. Neiman's back there. Now there's a flag in backfield, and it's procedure penalty on the Hearts.
You kind of had a feeling that was going to get whistled. There seemed to be some confusion there for the Hearts in the backfield, and the whistle did indeed come out, and they're back to their 20.
So they'll bring Crake back in.
2nd and 12.
And let's see what happens on 2nd and 12. 5-yard penalty for the procedure penalty. Back to the 20. Hearts down 21-7 now. Boy, you'd love to get some points on the board before halftime. Graham up under center on 2nd and 12. Gonna throw. Here they come. Pass is caught. That's Vasquez. He's at about the 22 before they bring him down. So he got back at least the penalty yardage. But it's still going to be 3rd and a ways.
Yeah, Ricky Lafferty tracked him down. If they could have gotten one block on him, might have been some open running for Drew, but nothing doing there.
To the 22, gain of 2 on that pass play. That'll make it 3rd and 10. CM calls time now. They can count 2. They think we stop them here, punt, get the ball back. They've got a chance to extend their lead before halftime. That would be brutal. So Kenna will just keep it here. We'll be going back to Kenna at the halftime at the sports desk to check on scores from around the area. Get you up to date on the Cubs win. They are leading in the 2nd ball game of that doubleheader. Cardinals playing tonight in Cincinnati. We'll get you up to date on that. Well, NASCAR right now over on KJ Country. The Xfinity race for the weekend being heard right now on KJ. From Richmond, we'll have the Sprint Cup race tomorrow night at 5:30 on KJ. And then we'll have Rams football season opener at the Jones Dome as they play host to the Seattle Seahawks. A noon kickoff pregame at 11. And that'll be on 97.9 XFM. So all kinds of sports for you this weekend.
Big weekend. NFL opening up, of course. That's a big deal for all us fantasy football owners out there, too. Because that may be all I have to hang on to by the time the Bears get to about mid-season. We'll have to wait and see. But
Bears in the pack at Soldier Field this Sunday. Graham from the shotgun on 3rd and 10. Rolling out to the far side. Looking to throw. He's got a man there, and it's incomplete. He just threw it too high. Crake went up as high as he could. Just couldn't corral it. That'll make it 4th and 10. And you know the Hearts are going to have to kick it out of there.
Yeah, a little behind Crake, too. He tried to reach back with one hand and haul it in. Almost did it, but couldn't quite keep it in the mitt.
So the Hearts are going to have to kick it away. Graham, also the punter tonight, will kick from about his 15-yard line. Vasquez back to protecting. Good snap. Kicks up, good boot this time. Well into CM territory. It's caught at their 40. It's Whitworth. Run him out of bounds, boys. There you go. Out of bounds at about the Hearts' 40-yard line.
A 38-yard kick for Graham that time. Much better hang time and a little deeper. Not as much chance for a return for Whitworth there.
It'll be 1st and 10 in Effingham territory, but it could have been much worse. Nice kick that time by Graham. It's 1st and 10 for Civic Memorial at Effingham's 41-yard line, and we're down to 1:32 left. They only have one timeout left, too. Keep that in mind. So 1st and 10 for them at Effingham's 41-yard line. 21-7 Civic Memorial in front of the Hearts here. Minute and a half left before the half. Got a man in motion. There's the handoff. Boy, that took forever to develop, and the Hearts, nice job of stuffing it. Good work there. as they had a couple of helpers in there. Vasquez is in there. Who else came up to help? Alec Morrissey's in on that stop for the Hearts. Nice work. And the ground gainer that time was David Lane, and he was stuffed for no gain. So 2nd and 10, still at the 41, down to 1:07 to go. Lane in motion again. This time they're going to throw. Time. Oh, the throw came off his hand for some reason. He was going to go deep, and all of a sudden it was a wounded duck that barely got past the line of scrimmage.
Yep.
Stops the clock with 1 minute to go, and that brings up 3rd and 10.
And he had all day to step up and make that throw. He was definitely looking deep down the field, but just slid out of the hand. 25th throw of the game for Adam Hill.
I was going to say, when you throw 50 times a game, maybe you're going to lose one.
12 for 25, 84 yards. I mean, they haven't racked up a bunch of yardage, but it's certainly kept Effingham honest on the ground game then.
All right, 3rd and 10 for him at the Hearts 41. Back to throw, of course. Looking. Here come the Hearts. Down he goes. Pass is incomplete, as the Hearts had a nice rush on that time. Give credit where credit's due. Frank Snyderjohn got in there and hit him a lick after the ball had gone, but it was well incomplete, and that'll bring up 4th and 10.
Yeah, I think that's just a case of Hill getting rid of the football because he knew he was about ready to get plowed.
Now they're going to go for it since they're at the Hearts 41. 4th and 10, 55 seconds left. Hearts defense really needs to stand up here, just as they have so far on this series. 55 seconds left. Hearts down 2 touchdowns. 4th and 10. Boy, you really need a stop here. Hill claps the hands. There's the snap. Coming to the near side. It is incomplete, and that'll give the Hearts the football. Lane, the intended receiver. It never got to him, and Effingham, nice job defensively there.
I just want to point out, Greg, that Effingham, one of the touchdowns, it's given up 2 touchdowns on defense. One of those was on a 38-yard field. That's tough. One of those is a special teams touchdown. Really, the Hearts defense has been up to the task tonight. They've done a good job. It's 21-7. It seems bad, but they have stepped up time and time again, and that possession right there was another example of it.
Now the Hearts don't have bad field position. They're at their own 41-yard line. Still 50 seconds. The Hearts have a timeout to work with. So let's see whether they might come up with something out of their bag of tricks. That would be huge after getting a big stop there. Let's see what the Hearts can do on offense with 50 seconds left before halftime. Ooh, they take a knee, I guess. That's going to be the end of the half.
So much for that, I guess. A little surprised myself.
Wow, the Hearts with the ball at their 41. And I'm sure they'll take one more knee and the teams will head to the locker rooms. So,
unless this is a trick of some kind.
Well, I guess that's a possibility. Let's see here. Graham takes another knee. And that'll be it. So the teams will head to the locker rooms, and Effingham will talk it over. Still anybody's football game. That's the name of the game here. At Bethalto. It's Bethalto Civic Memorial 21, Effingham 7. Halftime show on the way in a minute. That'll feature Kenna's scoring in this one, Dustin stats, and a whole lot more. So stick with us here on 97.9 XFM.
Stop by Geckner Brothers Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram today and check out the all-new Jeep Renegade. Rugged, fun, and affordable, the Renegade joins the legendary Jeep family with the classic Wrangler, the Jeep Patriot and Compass, Cherokee, and the luxurious Grand Cherokee. Find yours today at Effingham's home for Jeep. Geckner Brothers Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram.
EHS. Find out what your local team's doing. Get out and support them.
I'm also thinking about getting 5 or 6 miles in tomorrow morning, so if anyone wants to come watch that, they're more than welcome to stop by Neoga.
There you go, the Whitey Invitational, Wayne.
It's not a race, though, okay? I don't want any competition. Just, you can cheer me on.
Yeah, Wayne and I are ready. We're lacing up, buddy. We're coming after you.
You could be like a kind of a 2-on-1 type of thing. You could have a little relay. We'll see if I could take you on there.
Either Wayne or I would be like 2-on-1 against you. All right, there's a kickoff starting the second half. The Hearts do get the football. That's some good news. Trevor Craik was going to grab it, and it rolls out of bounds inside the 10-yard line.
Smart decision by him to let it keep rolling. He initially might have tried to pick that one up off the bounce, realized it was careening toward the sideline, and they're going to take the field position.
So they'll get the ball out. Pretty good shape. Ball eventually wandered out of bounds inside the 10. Hearts are down 21-7. Again, 2 touchdowns in the middle part of the second quarter really hurt, and the Hearts were their own worst enemies on both of those possessions. Then they came back with a nice defensive stand, but the Hearts ended up deciding to take a knee, and so they had a chance to talk much down there in the north end zone, and they're ready to rock and roll here. So with the penalty for kicking the ball out of bounds, it'll be brought out to the 35, and that's where the Hearts will set up shop to start the second half. Still only 21-7, so it's still anybody's football game, but you'd love to see a great drive here by the Hearts.
Yeah, it needs to get started right here for sure. We've seen Civic Memorial string together some long possessions, so you want to come out of the gate here and try to get closer right off the bat.
Okay, we're going to have a switch on football tomorrow. I said there was a 10 a.m. freshman and noon sophomore game. That's not correct. They're going to play a Frosh soft game at 10. Frosh soft game at 10, then 2 freshman quarters to follow. Numbers problems again, so that's the deal. Not the Hearts. It's their opponents. Here's a great run. Drew Vasquez, first play from second, out across the 45-yard line, and a first down for Effingham.
A little pitch to Drew, and he moves the chains right away. It looks like it gets out to the 46-yard line, so an 11-yard pickup to start things off in the second half.
And a new set of downs right off the bat. And then Drew had a successful, one of the drives the Hearts had in the first half. Had a couple of plays up the gut like that worked well. So let's see if the Hearts are going to come back to that some more. So 1st and 10 on the 11-yard gallop out to the 46. There's Vasquez again, driving and diving, and gets close to midfield before they stand him up. Going to call it the 49. So it'll be a gain of 3, Dustin, from the 46 to the 49, and 2nd and 7.
The initial contact pretty jarring there, but T was able to keep pushing, maybe pick up an extra yard on the end of the run there.
Okay. That might have been Lucas Vasquez. I think that might have been number 8 instead of number 2. I'm going to double check, see whether Lucas might be lining up out there. That's Drew. Graham rolls, going to pass across the middle. It's intercepted. Blake White was the intended receiver, but it never got to him. That was the problem. A pick by David Lane. So he's played some good defense. And they say Lane made the interception. And that gives the ball right back to Civic Memorial. It did go deep, and there was no return, but the ball still will be Civic Memorial's, and they get a 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line. So the Hearts had a little momentum there, but now they've given it back. So let's see what Hill does here. Civic Memorial already in front 21-7. And now here's their first possession of the second half. Hill waits, there's the snap, a high snap, he hands it off. Whitworth coming to the middle. Somebody needs to tackle him, and they do, but he gets out near the 40-yard line by the time they take him down. A lot of tackles by the secondary tonight. Not the ideal situation, although Griffin Page did come up to help there. Gain to the 39, so from the 27 to the 39, a 12-yard gallop and a first down for Civic Memorial.
We mentioned that Whitworth was averaging over 9 yards per carry in that first half.
Hill with a naked backfield. Whitworth by side. Here's the pitch to Whitworth to the near side. Turns it back up the middle, and he's loose. One man to beat. That's Blake White. He can't get him. Coming back is Cody Line. He should have got... they reached around. I guess it was a clean block, and it's a touchdown for Whitworth for Civic Memorial. Well, I saw somebody make contact with Cody Line. He had a shot at him, but he got past him as he was delayed on the way to try for a tackle, and it's a touchdown. Whitworth takes it from CM's 39 to Effingham's end zone. 61-yard touchdown run, and it's 27-7 Bethalto Civic Memorial. Score comes with 10:15 to go in the third quarter. And they'll kick again. in the person of Colin Hall. Snap, the placement, the kick is low. Must have got it off his bottom of his shoe is what it looked like, and went straight instead of up. So the kick's no good. Bottom line is Civic Memorial has extended the lead. The interception and then a big touchdown. 27-7 Civic Memorial here on 97.9 XFM.
Northside Ford in Effingham is proud to be a sponsor of high school sports. Check out the new F-150. The future of tough is here today, so you can own work now like never before. Stop by and take a test drive. Contact Northside Ford today or visit them online at effinghamford.com.
Here's the kickoff. Big foot, left foot. Kick lands inside the 20. It's grabbed back there by Trevor Craik. He's looking for room. There isn't much, and he's taken down about the 17-yard line. So, good coverage downfield by Civic Memorial, and the Hearts will have 1st and 10. Excuse me. 1st and 10 at their 17-yard line. That drive leading to a touchdown for Civic Memorial. 2 plays, 73 yards. Took 38 seconds, highlighted by Whitworth's 61-yard touchdown run. The kick was no good, but Civic Memorial has extended it now to Civic Memorial 27, Effingham 7, with 10:06 to go here in the third quarter.
Well, John Whitworth, who had that 61-yard touchdown run, up to 164 yards on 12 carries, 2 scores for him. He ran for 234 yards last week against Mattoon, and he took 29 carries too, so they haven't used him near as much, but he's obviously solid back.
Hearts line up in the eye. They give it to the deep back. And a short gain. Jordan McCabe carried that time. Jordan McCabe carried the football for the Hearts, a gain of 1 to the 18. That'll make it 2nd and 9. I'm really trying. I tell you, I thought that was Lucas Vasquez, number 8, back there for the Hearts instead of Drew, number 2. But it must have been. He had a pad that was up higher than it should have been. That was obscuring my view a little. So let's see what happens here on 2nd and 9. Hearts with the ball at their own 18-yard line. Graham up under center. Hearts lined up in the eye. Fake it to the deep back. They're rolling to the far side. There's the throw, and it's through the hands of everybody incomplete, and that'll bring up 3rd and 9. Hudson tried to throw back against his momentum that was carrying him to the far side of the field, and it comes up incomplete.
Yeah, off the wrong foot there. It's tough to make an accurate throw doing that. You see some guys who are pretty good at it, but that time, quite a bit of zip on it, but no receiver particularly close. The Hearts facing a 3rd and long now.
Civic Memorial uses signs on the sidelines, and then they also look at the coach, and that's to thoroughly confuse the opposition. So that's the situation. 3rd and 9. Hearts still with the ball at their own 18-yard line. See if Hearts can make something happen here. Graham up under center. Looking to throw. Coming to the near side. Caught out here by Craik. Nice run after the catch. Hearts have the 1st down. Craik drives it outside the 35-yard line. Nice work by Trevor Craik, and he has the Hearts a 1st down. Nice pass by Graham, too. From the 18 to the 36, gain of 18 yards. And Effingham has it 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line. So they do a good job on a situation where everybody pretty much knew they were going to throw. Graham still a nice job of executing there.
Yeah, 2 catches for Craik, 53 yards now. Most of the passing damage done by the Hearts has been at the hands of number 3.
New set of downs here at the 36. Graham stays under center. Deep back, that's McCabe. Tries to get it near the 40. Now they drive him back. A short gain. Let's see what happens here as far as where they're going to spot it. Call it the 38. So to the 38, a gain of 2. That'll be 2nd and 8.
Somebody got a hold of one of Jordan's feet, and while he's trying to pick his way out of it, someone else steps up and just cleans up, and it turns into kind of a short gain, but 3 carries for Jordan now on the evening.
We're headed to Charleston to start Apollo Conference play next Friday night. Hope to see you there. We'll have it on 97.9 XFM. Kickoff at 7 o'clock.
They're going to be stinging.
They are getting beat bad tonight by Centralia. See what the Hearts can do here on 2nd and 8. Fake the pitch. Here they come. Down he goes. And he's hit for a loss back at about the 30-yard line.
Elijah Jones was not fooled by that fake pitch. Drags him down for a big loss, all the way back to the 30, it looks like.
They are selective in when they blitz, but boy, when they blitz, it's been effective. Back to the 31. That's a loss of 7, and that'll make it 3rd and 15. So 3rd and 15 now for the Hearts, back to their 31-yard line. 7:40 to go, third quarter, 27-7. The Hearts trail Bethalto Civic Memorial. Hearts had it tied 7-7. Graham under center, looking to throw. Here they come again. Pass complete, though, to Vasquez. He's got an open field. He's into Civic Memorial territory. He runs out of bounds at the CM 40-yard line. How about that?
I'll tell you, it looked like it might be a busted play, just kind of a dump off to Vasquez, I think, because there was nothing else that Graham could really do. Turns into a huge gain.
29-yard pass completion and a nice run after up. They're going to call a 41, so a 28-yard completion to the Eagle 41-yard line, and the Hearts have a 1st and 10. Again, a nice play by Hudson Graham and a good run after the catch by Drew Vasquez. So 1st and 10 for the Hearts at Civic Memorial's 41-yard line. 7:18 left in the third quarter. Graham stays under center. Hearts line up in that eye again. Got a couple of guys split out here wide to the near side. Graham's going to throw. Got a man there. It's caught by Craik. He's inside the 25-yard line. Nice work. What a pretty throw by Hudson Graham, too.
Well, and a good read from Graham. Good blocking in the backfield from the Hearts to create the time he needed to make that throw.
19-yard completion to the 22.
Just a well-executed play.
Absolutely. 19-yard gain, so Graham and Craik, a formidable duo here at this point in the game. And the Hearts to the Civic Memorial 22-yard line with a new set of downs. Graham stays under center. Vasquez up the middle. Drew was pushed forward, actually, by the opponents. They were coming after him and got him a couple extra yards. Inside the 20, they'll spot it at the 19-yard line. So from the 22 to the 19. 19, my side judge is telling me. Maybe the 18 and a half. 2nd and 7.
Something.
That's what I'm calling it.
7-ish.
Yeah, exactly. They're inside the 20. Name of the game. See what happens here on 2nd down. Graham looking to throw. Got some time. Throws it. Caught. And then immediately Neiman is hit. There was a gain. How much? We'll see here in a second. Maybe there was a gain. They are going to give him to the 17. Completion to the 17, so from the 18-ish to the 17. Gain of 1. We'll call it to the 17. We all agree now. That'll make it 3rd and 6.
Boy, Drew Vasquez found himself in the position of having to block a much, much bigger man in the backfield. It's a good thing that Graham got rid of that when he did, because he was definitely running out of time.
We got a whistle and a timeout, Effingham. So the Hearts call time. 5:37 left in the third quarter. Hearts are driving, but CM in front at Civic Memorial 27, Effingham 7. Friday Night Football here on 97.9 XFM.
Alstar Martin Electronic Center is a proud supporter of high school sports. Effingham's home for Verizon Wireless has 2 locations: car stereo installation and service, Bluetooth and mobile accessories. Plus, Al's top-notch automotive service will keep your team going all season long. Stop by Al's today.
5:37 left in the third quarter. We're at Bethalto, Illinois, just across the Mississippi from St. Louis and a little bit north. Civic Memorial in front of Effingham 27-7. Hearts have had 20 unanswered put on them, but they're driving here. Have it 3rd and 6 at Civic Memorial's 18-yard line. Hudson Graham up under center. Let's see what happens on 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Has some time. There's the pass. It's caught by Craik. He's taken down inside the 10-yard line. That's good for a first down, and the Hearts are going to have it 1st and goal to go. Wow, what a nice combination this is turning out to be. Hudson Graham and Trevor Craik at the 7. From the 17 to the 7, a gain of 10. And the Hearts have it 1st and goal to go at the CM 7-yard line.
5 straight completions for Hudson Graham.
Chewing up some turf here. in the eye at the 7. Graham, deep back. Vasquez stood up, maybe to the 5. We'll see.
Just not a whole lot of room there for Drew. They've gotten to the point in the field where we can really see whether there's any holes opening up on that line or not. And that time he's just kind of running into a wall of people.
Hearts are pretty much just running it up the middle every time they're trying a running play. Let's see if they try a little counter or something here. Catch them off guard. It is to the 5, so they got 2 yards out of the deal. 2nd and goal at the 5-yard line. Hearts knocking on the door. 4:44 to go in the 3rd quarter. Graham under center. Handed it to deep back. That's Vasquez, and he got stood up again. This time, might have not got back to the line of scrimmage this time. I think I said this time twice. Right at the 5, no gain, so that'll make it 3rd and goal at the 5. 27-7 the Hearts trail Bethalto Civic Memorial. Boy, a touchdown here would be huge. See what the Hearts do here on 3rd and goal at the 5. They're exchanging playmakers. Blake White checks in with the play here. He's going to split out here to the near side. And even nearer is Craik. Let's see what happens. White's really in the slot. Now they move Craik a little closer. Looking to throw. There he is. It's Craik. It's White. Caught. Touchdown Effingham. Blake White got off in the corner of the end zone pretty much all by himself. Nice heave from Hudson Graham. And the Hearts score to make it 27-13. Boy, what a nice job. Craik and White, I told you, were split out here to the near side. White went into a little bit of a slot. He went to the back of the end zone near our side of the field, and Graham delivered the ball, and the Hearts are back on the board for the 2nd time in the game. Makes it 27-13. Sean Zaruzin in to try the extra point.
I think Craik lined up on the same side of the field, kind of took the defense's attention away from Blake White. 2 guys kind of converged on him.
Good snap placement, kicks up, looks good to me, and the officials agree. Kicks good. That makes it 27-14. So the Hearts are back within 2 touchdowns. Score comes with 3:51 to go in the 3rd quarter. Back with a kickoff in a minute on 97.9 XFM.
From an oil change to new brakes or possibly a major overhaul, our service makes a difference at Dan Heck Chevrolet Toyota in Effingham. Trust your car or truck repairs to the most experienced repair shop in the area. Look for our specials online at danheck.com.
Very encouraging after the Hearts had scuffled some in the middle part of the game. 13-play drive, 83 yards, took 6:24, highlighted by the touchdown pass from Hudson Graham to Blake White. Sean Zaruzin's kick was good, and the Hearts are back within 27-14. Let's see what happens here. There's the kickoff. It's caught by Lane at about the 30. He goes to the far side of the field, got ahead of steam up. He's taken down outside the 40, and there's a very late flag, and let's see what that's about. Wow. Play was over, and then I saw a flag thrown in the air. The return from the 30 took it about the 30 to the 41. And let's see what this is about. I don't think we're going to be happy. Man, oh man, oh man. Come on, boys. The ball was returned to the 41. 15-yard walk-off will take it into Hearts territory at their 44-yard line. Boy, that hurts. And it was at the end of the play. The guy was on the field, and then the flag's thrown. Gosh.
Well, that's 3 personal fouls against the Hearts in this half, and they're in this game.
And right after you score to make it a closer ball game. All right, let's see what happens here on 1st and 10 at the 44. There's the pass. It's complete. You knew he was throwing. Pass is complete to Brendan Rickey inside the Hearts 40 to the 37-yard line. So from the 44 to the 37, a gain of 7 at 2nd and 3. Drew Vasquez on the tackle. Civic Memorial leads at 27-14 and just got a big break on a personal foul to get the ball into Effingham territory to start this drive. They haven't needed any help.
No. Yeah, they moved the football fine.
All right, Hill back to throw for the many times. Whitworth up the middle. McCabe trying to take him down, and then there's some help. Blake White took him down. McCabe wasn't going to let him go, and then White came up to help.
Flag came in as the play developed, too.
I saw helmets collide at one point. I think it was inadvertent, but I wonder if that's what this is going to be about.
Could also be a hold. Looks like they're walking back, which is good for the Hearts.
I think you are correct.
The timing of it would suggest as much.
Block in the back. Same deal. 10-yard walk-off. And it'll push it back to Effingham's 44-yard line. So they gained 3 to the 34, Dustin, and then the 10-yard walk-off back to the 44. So that'll make it second and 10 for CM at the Hearts 44-yard line.
Right, basically back to that original line of scrimmage.
2:50 to go, third quarter. Hearts trail 27-14. Civic Memorial with the football. Here's the snap. Looking to throw. Hill steps up across the middle. Oh! Just off Cody Line's hands. Incomplete.
Yeah.
Holy cow.
Jumped through out there and got 2 hands on it, in fact. And
the intent.
Couldn't quite corral it. Sorry.
Tim Clockey was the intended receiver. He never touched it. But golly, Cody Line sure did. But he was going away from the play and just couldn't quite pull it in. Wow. So close. Anyway, incomplete pass stops it with 2:36 to go in the third quarter, and it's 3rd and 10. CM still with the ball at the Hearts 44-yard line. And Civic Memorial with a 27-14 lead. High snap. Here come the Hearts. They get rid of it to Whitworth, and down he goes short of the 40-yard line. So the Hearts are going to have them in a 4th down situation here. Whitworth to the 41 of Effingham, so that's just a 3-yard gain. Now let's see what a flag on the play is about. And it's thrown back, and it is against the Eagles. Now, the Hearts have an interesting situation here. They decline the penalty. It's 4th down.
Looks like they are going to take it, though. They're walking the ball back. It certainly was a decision to think about, but they decided against a 4th and maybe 6th, and instead are going to go for a 3rd and, I don't know.
Lots.
Yeah.
They're back into Civic Memorial territory, so I can see that, because that makes it a tough row to hoe here. So it's back to the Civic Memorial 43-yard line, and it's 3rd and 23 now for the Eagles. Let's see what happens here. You know they're going to throw. Although Whitworth's going to line up alongside the coach. Or along the quarterback, pardon me. He's talking to the coach. There's the high snap, looking to throw. Hill going deep. Hearts have a shot at this one, and it's caught by Clockey. Caught by Clockey for CM. He's down inside Effingham's 15-yard line. What a pass from Hill to Timmy Clockey.
Well, the thing is, Dylan Sutton could have caught that just as easily. They were both in the area, but Clockey's the one who came up with it.
To Effingham's 14. So a gain of
14-yard line of the Hearts.
43 yards. 43-yard pass play complete to Effingham's 14-yard line. You talk about coming up with a big play right when you needed it. Hearts had him. 3rd and a whole bunch. Wow. Then they convert. After the Hearts pushing them back, they convert. Here's the handoff. Whitworth coming to the near side, inside the 10, inside the 5. He's loose, and touchdown Civic Memorial. Picked his way through the traffic. Takes it in from 14 yards out for the score. Civic Memorial gets that touchdown back. They re-extend their lead to 19. Civic Memorial in front of the Hearts here, 33-14. The score comes with 1:38 to go in the third quarter.
Whitworth's third touchdown in his last 5 carries. He's up to 181 yards on 14 runs.
That's efficient.
That's all right.
Go for 2. So here's the direct snap, and down he goes. Griffin Page was having none of that. Direct snap to Corey Price, and Griffin Page took him down. And so they do not convert for 2. 1:38 to go. 13 in the third quarter. It's Civic Memorial 33, Effingham 14. Friday Night Football on 97.9 XFM.
Stop by Geckner Brothers Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram today and check out the all-new Jeep Renegade. Rugged, fun, and affordable, the Renegade joins the legendary Jeep family with the classic Wrangler, the Jeep Patriot and Compass, Cherokee, and the luxurious Grand Cherokee. Find yours today at Effingham's home for Jeep. Geckner Brothers Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram.
Steak taste comes from. Perfect. And I want to get a little melt on that cheese.
Doesn't get any better than that.
And that's the Culver's Butterburger. Welcome to Delicious.
Craig picks up the kickoff inside the 10, returns it out to the 12-yard line. So a nice kickoff, about a 5-yard return. It'll be 1st and 10 for Effingham at the 12-yard line. So 1st and 10 at the 12 with 1:30 to go in the third quarter, but Civic Memorial puts on a big touchdown. 14-yard run by Whitworth after the huge pass play. The run for 2 was unsuccessful. It was a 6-play, 44-yard drive, took 2:13 off the clock. Civic Memorial back in front by 19 over Effingham, 33-14. So now the Hearts, deep in their own territory, have a decision to make. 3 on the play clock. There, they got the play away. Going to the deep back, coming to the near side. That's Vasquez. Boy, they had him stopped, and he takes it out across the 20, near a first down. Nice run by Drew Vasquez.
Yeah, and it really didn't look like it was going anywhere for a minute there, but a little bit of cut back toward the near sideline, and he was able to break open what was very close to a first down run. In fact,
and it is just enough. From the 12 across the 22-yard line, a gain of 10. So Vasquez gets the Hearts a first down.
First and 10 at the 20.
So a first down on the first play from scrimmage on this drive. And we'll see what happens here. Hearts send Jacob Miller out wide to the right, and now we have a whistle. And what's up this time? Certainly have had a lot of penalties tonight.
Yes, it hasn't been as bad in the second half, but still quite a few. This one's against Effingham, a illegal substitution.
Yeah, I saw Blake White running off the field. Apparently Jacob Miller didn't get in there in time, is the only thing I can figure. So, 5-yard walk-off. Back to the 18, and that'll make it 1st and 15. Next week we go to Charleston to open the Apollo Conference season. Hope to see you there. Kickoff 7 o'clock. Handoff, and boy, nothing. CM was waiting before he made the handoff. Graham maybe should have just kept it. Drew Vasquez says, I got 2 guys waiting on me before he barely made the handoff. So that play goes nowhere, and it's sitting at the 16-yard line, a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 17. Boy, the Hearts had it 7-7, and then some things went awry. They had scored to make it a 2-touchdown difference, and then some things went awry. See what happens here. 2nd and 17 at the 16. Graham going to throw. Pass is caught out here. Neiman tried to turn up the field, but Joe got a toe out of bounds. So the completion is to the 20. That's a gain of 4. Boy, he tried to turn up field and stepped out of bounds.
Yep, his momentum and the throw led him just a little bit too close to the sideline. Wasn't able to add any more run after the catch there.
Sure is nice to have Neiman back, though. Joe battled a hand injury for a year. Was such a big part of last year's team, and this is his first game back this season.
That was his 3rd catch, so he's gotten in on the action, had a touchdown catch on his very first reception of the season.
And there's a mess here. The Hearts are running people in and out, and finally Coach Effner calls time. So timeout Effingham with 22 seconds to go in the third quarter. Back in a minute at Bethalto at Civic Memorial 33, Effingham 14 here on 97.9 XFM.
Northside Ford in Effingham is proud to be a sponsor of high school sports. Check out the new F-150. The future of tough is here today, so you can own work now like never before. Stop by and take a test drive. Contact Northside Ford today or visit them online at effinghamford.com.
All right, let's see what happens here on 3rd and 13. Hearts with the ball at the 20. after the catch by Neiman. Here comes CM. Graham gets away, runs upfield, got it out across the 20 near the 24-yard line before they take him down, but that's going to be well short of a first down. The Hearts are going to have to kick it away. Graham a little slow getting up after that one. They'll spot the football, I think, at the 24, and they do. So a gain of 4 for Graham. And that was the last play of the third quarter. 3 in the books at Bethalto. And after 3, it's Bethalto Civic Memorial 33, Effingham 14. Friday Night Football on 97.9 XFM.
Al's Tire Mart and Electronic Center is a proud supporter of high school sports. Effingham's home for Verizon Wireless has 2 locations, car stereo installation and service, Bluetooth and mobile accessories. Plus, Al's top-notch automotive service will keep your team going all season long. Stop by Al's today.
We're ready for the fourth quarter. Hearts trail 33-14 here at Bethalto to Civic Memorial. Next week, start of Apollo Conference play. The Hearts head to Charleston to play the Trojans. Kickoff at 7. We'll have it for you on 97.9 XFM. Hearts are going to have to punt it away here. So Hudson Graham back for the punt. Good snap, takes his time, 2-step approach. There's the kick. It hits into Civic Memorial territory and goes out of bounds inside their 45-yard line.
44-yard line.
So that's where Civic Memorial will set up shop this time.
They said we don't want to let Mr. Whitworth return this one, so kicked it toward the sideline. And all in all, not a bad result there.
Now, first down for the Eagles at their 44-yard line. They're looking to go 3-0 with a win here tonight. Scored 50 their first game, 41 their next game. They're 33 tonight. This trend continues by the end of the year. No, never mind. Never mind. Just into the fourth quarter and they have 33 points. That's what I need to concentrate on. Adam Hill's had a good night at quarterback. He's thrown it 800 times. There's the pitch to Whitworth. Some kind of pitch. I'm not sure what that was. Actually, it ends up out across the 45-yard line. The snap was high to the shotgun spot. And then while the ball's up over Hill's head, he kind of tapped it sort of a volleyball-like to Whitworth.
Pass.
Yeah, and Whitworth ends up with it to the 45. All that for a 1-yard gain. It's 2nd and 9.
1 yard to get him up to 182 on the evening on 15 carries.
They'll let you come back. You get numbers like that. And they'll take their sweet old time on every play now.
Sure.
Leading at 33-14. I won't tell you, Hill's in the set in the shotgun. There's a pass across the middle, knocked down. Vasquez had the best shot at it. Ricky was the intended receiver, but Vasquez was out there for the Hearts along with Parker Sechrist. I think Vasquez knocked it down.
Yes,
incomplete, and it's 3rd and 9.
I think he probably at least had some visions of a second interception of the game right there, but able to bat it down at least. That's up a 3rd and 8.
Hello to the Hearts fans across the field. Appreciate you coming down. Long trip. Glad we could bring it to you tonight. Or if you're watching the replay, that you're joining us now. Long play, pass attempt overthrown. Lane, the intended receiver. Wolf was there with him defensively. Pass goes incomplete. That'll bring up a 4th and 8. You would presume they'll kick it away.
They haven't punted yet tonight, so it's going to be the first time, presumably, for Jacob Brockman, number 54. He's a lineman and the punter, 6'4", 220 pounds, so a pretty well put together kid back there.
So bottom line is you don't argue with him. He says, I want to punt, you let him punt. Vasquez back to receive this punt. It's away, and boy, it's a dandy.
Yes, it is.
Caught by Vasquez at the 20. Drew trying to make something out of it, and not much room. He might have got 2 yards after the reception, after the punt return. They'll score it at the 22-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Hearts at their 22.
1st and 10.
35-yard punt.
Very good. First of the night for CM. Bethalto is just 10 yards west of Alton. That's about the best marker I can give you. So if you're familiar with the metro area, that'll let you know where we are tonight. and about a mile west of Cottage Hills, where I spent some time when I was a kid. My little brother was born when we lived at Cottage Hills. So, a lot of good memories. Here's first play from scrimmage on this series. Vasquez might have got back to the line of scrimmage.
McCabe on the carry.
Not much else. Let me double check. Yeah, it was Jordan McCabe. Jordan McCabe carried the football that time. No gain.
No gain.
And it's 2nd and 10 at the 22. 10.5 left in this one. Hearts at 1-1. Civic Memorial 2-0. And the more and more these teams are starting to play similar opponents. So it's not like some team that nobody you play is involved here. That's starting to change. Graham throws. It's caught out in the flats on the far side by Craik. Out across the 25. Let's see where the exact spot of the football is going to be. Some gain. Still shy of a first down.
5, 3rd and 5.
To the 27. Gain of 5. That'll make it 3rd and 5. 3rd and 5 at the 27-yard line.
You know, the Hearts are down 19 points here, and they may not win this game, but one positive that's going to come out of it, I think, is that this Graham to Craik connection has looked really good. That's 5 receptions for Trevor now for 87 yards.
Craik split wide to the left. Denton down here to the near side. Graham's going to throw. He's got Craik there, and he overthrew him. Not a lot you can do about that one. He just overthrew it. Stops the clock with 9:22 left in the game. It'll bring up a 4th and 5.
Breaks up a stretch of 1, 2, 3, 4, 8 straight completions that
Holy
Graham
cow.
had working. He at one point was 3 for 10 with an interception and 42 yards. Now he's 11 for 19, 132 yards. So he's certainly done a nice job here in the second half.
And now Graham's going to punt with it 4th and 5. He'll end up kicking inside his 20. And now a whistle and timeout Hearts. So timeout Effingham, 9:22 left. Back in a minute. It's Civic Memorial 33, Effingham 14, here on 97.9 XFM.
Hi, I'm Jim Heck for Dan Heck Chevrolet Toyota in Effingham, a proud sponsor of Effingham area sports. We'd like to wish the Effingham Hearts football team and new coach Brett Hefner a safe and successful season. Good luck, Hearts. Come visit us at 2400 South Banker or 24/7 at danheck.com.
You get more than you expect from Dan Hecht.
Graham gets the punt away at about his 20. It's taken by Lane inside Civic Memorial's 40, and they run him out of bounds at about the 45.
Another good one for Graham there. A 35-yard kick again.
So all in all,
First down.
a productive punt for Hudson Graham.
46-yard line.
It'll be 1st and 10 for Civic Memorial at their 46, so about a 6-yard return there on that punt. 9:13 left in the game. Civic Memorial in front of the Hearts, 33-14. Hearts had it tied 7-7. Had it back within 24-13. Excuse me, 27-14. Civic Memorial got that last touchdown. That kind of took the wind out of the sails. They're ready. 1st and 10 at their 46, and they're going to let it. He'll run. He's right up the gut, and he's got a first down into Effingham territory at about the 45-yard line. So Adam Hill says, hey, I don't throw every time. Just almost. Ran the ball from their 46 to Effingham's 39. Gain of 15 yards. And the new set of downs for Civic Memorial.
Adams' first carry of the evening. Quite a nice one. Just the 5th first down for Civic Memorial here in the second half. But they've been able to play some ball control. Haven't had to put it in the air quite as much. And why should they when they've got a 3-score lead and time is winding down in the 4th quarter?
Hand off to Whitworth going to the far side. The Hearts did not bite on the fake. So Whitworth, about the 35-yard line. Got run out over there by Jordan McCabe. At the Hearts 35, so a gain of 4. And it's 2nd and 6. Ball control, I would presume, will be Civic Memorial's plan here. Leading by 19 with 8.5 to go.
Well, you talked about the size of Civic Memorial's roster, but when they've been able to take a big lead here, they haven't had to rush things too much and take it easy on some plays.
True that. Here's a pass out in the flats. It's caught. New man into the game. He's taken out by Vasquez. Old number 99. That's Austin Reams. He's a 6'3 senior. Made the nice catch inside the 30. Vasquez with his 100th tackle tonight. Probably not, but sure seems like it. 7-yard gain on the pass play to Reams, and a set of new downs for Civic Memorial. 1st and 10 at Effingham's 28-yard line.
Reams in the roster as a tight end, I'd believe it. Pretty solidly put together kid.
Hill back to throw. You're not surprised, but it's a pitch to Whitworth instead. Oh, he got by a couple of kids. Now nice reaction. Turned out it wasn't too big a gain after all. Nice work by Noah Spencer to come over and help. And Griffin Page came a long way to get in on that stop too. To the Effingham 31. No. Not right, Greg. To the Effingham 26. So, a couple of yard gain, 2nd and 8. 7.5 to go in this one. We'll talk with Coach Brett Hefner on the post-game show. Run through the stats and the scores and the scoring. There's a handoff up the middle. Got around one defender. Gets it inside Effingham's 15-yard line. Zach Williams, little head and shoulder fake. And turned that into a big gain. Lots bigger than I thought it was going to be. To the 14-yard line from the 26 to the 14, a gain of 12. And now it's getting serious again.
Well, Zach had only carried the ball a couple times prior to that.
1st and 10 at the Hearts' 14-yard line. 7:10 left in the game. Hearts already lead it 33-14. So let's see what happens here. From the shotgun, there's a handoff to Williams again. He's loose and he scores. That's pretty much it. Zach Williams takes it in from 14 yards out for the score, and that makes it 39-14 Civic Memorial. Boy, had a quick opener, and he hit the opening quickly. 14-yard touchdown run. Zach Williams makes it 39-14 Civic Memorial. The score comes with 6:52 left in the game. And they went for 2 the last time. See what's the story this time. See how they line up. Looks like they're going to kick this time. Colin Hall's going to try a extra point kick from Brett Lane's hold. Kneels it down at the 10. And a whistle just before the snap. Actually, just after the snap. They didn't get the kickoff in time, so that'll push him back 5 yards. So let's see if they still try the extra point. Now it's more like an NFL extra point. What is it, 33 yards now for an extra point?
Put me on the spot, Greg.
I think that's what I saw last night in the Thursday night game. They extended it, make it tougher, try those extra points. Those guys can still kick at 50 yards, so they're good. So now it'll be a 25-yard extra point try. There's the kick, it's up, and it's going to land in the Mississippi. Yeah, that's good. 40-14, Civic Memorial extends the lead. 6:52 left in this one. Back with more from Bethalto in a minute here on 97.9 XFM.
Stop by Geckner Brothers Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram today and check out the all-new Jeep Renegade. Rugged, fun, and affordable, the Renegade joins the legendary Jeep family with the classic Wrangler, the Jeep Patriot and Compass, Cherokee, and the luxurious Grand Cherokee. Find yours today at Effingham's home for Jeep. Geckner Brothers Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram.
Here's the kickoff with 6:52 to go. Hearts staring up at a 40-14 deficit now. Ball taken on the hop at about the 13-yard line. And then plenty of contact after that.
Goodness.
Wow, what a hit. Taking it up the middle that time for the Hearts. Craig. Trevor will remember that hit. Nothing wrong with it, just solid.
Reynolds and Lawrence.
First one was solid, second one was solid. I'm guessing there were two or three more solid ones after that.
I think that's a fair assessment. Hearts are going to have it out across the 20 at the 23-yard line. That's where they'll set up shop on this drive. Drive starts with 6:43 left in the game. That scoring drive, 14 to 40 now, or excuse me, 40 to 14. Civic Memorial in front. 6 plays, 54 yards, took 2:21 off the clock, highlighted by Williams' 14-yard touchdown run. The kick was good. Civic Memorial now leads the Hearts 40 to 14. There's the handoff, and Lucas Vasquez is in the game this time. He's in as quarterback for Effingham. And Brandon Marszewski carries the football for the Hearts, so the Mod Squad's in. Marszewski carried. Brandon is a 5'11 sophomore, and he gets it to the 22, so I guess we lost a yard. 2nd and 11. Yeah, Lucas Vasquez, that's Drew's little brother, younger brother, is in now quarterback for Effingham. I'll tell you what, Hudson Graham had a pretty good night at quarterback tonight.
Yes, 11 for 19, 132 yards.
Vasquez with a handoff and a scrum.
Brockman on the tackle.
We'll see who comes out of the bottom of the scrum. Marszewski again. So Brandon with a couple of bites at the apple here. It is the 23. So he got that yard back. So it's 3rd and 10. 3rd and 10 at the 23, down to 5.5 to play in this one. Coach Hefner will join us on the post-game show. We'll get scores and scoring, and I think the tackle sheet. So stick with us on the post-game show. See what Lucas does this time on 3rd and 10 at the 23. Fakes the handoff, gonna throw, rolls to the far side, and it's complete. Pass near the first down marker at about the 32-yard line. Pass was caught over there by Brandon Hasty, who's a 5'10 sophomore. So Brandon Hasty caught it on the pass play from Lucas Vasquez. They'll score it at the 32, so a gain of 9. And that makes it 4th and 1. See if the Hearts go for it or kick it out of there. I would suppose they'll kick it out of there. Yeah, there's Graham in to punt. You don't want them having a ball this close to the goal line. They're tough enough wherever they get it. Low snap, Graham's got it. Good kick off the left side of his foot, and it hits into Civic Memorial territory. They'll mark it right at the 40. Well, they're going to play the angle. 47-yard line.
He didn't necessarily need to go for the sideline that time because if you look, Civic Memorial didn't have anybody deep to receive that kick that time. So
could have just blasted it down the middle of the field, but as it is, he went to the side, and it's 1st and 10 for Civic Memorial at their 47-yard line. So that's where this drive will start with 4:29 left. Civic Memorial already in front of the Hearts, 40 to 14. Barring something really outstanding, the Hearts are going to fall to 1 and 2. Civic Memorial going to go to 3 and 0 on this young season. Hearts start conference play at Charleston next Friday night. Charleston getting thumped by Centralia tonight, so we'll see what happens next week. 7 o'clock kickoff, and we'll have it right here. Handoff and then a tackle even before the handoff because there was no handoff. It was a fake, and the quarterback in now for Civic Memorial's inside the 20, inside the 15, near the 10 before Jordan McCabe finally takes him down. Nice work by Corey Price. He's been a thorn in the Hearts side all night. Remember, he's been the person they've direct snapped to a couple of times. Price off to the races, and now we've got a hold, I think, on Civic Memorial. Let's go and bring it back.
So not quite as big a play as first looked.
The flag's thrown at Effingham's 33-yard line, so then they'll walk it back. And it's apparently a major infraction. Comes back 15 to the 48. So the flag was thrown at the 33, and then a 15-yard penalty brings the ball back to the 48-yard line. So it's 1st and 10 now for Civic Memorial at Effingham's 48-yard line. So a nice run nullified by that penalty. And it's 1st and 5, they score it. They throw over here to the near side, and the pass is incomplete. The quarterback now for Civic Memorial is Braden Pierce. He's a 6'2", 180-pound sophomore. He threw one out here in the flats to Clocky. Off Clocky's hands, it falls incomplete. Stops the clock with 3:59 to go. Brings up a 2nd and 5. They've got 5 on the scoreboard. I thought that penalty was on Civic Memorial, but apparently they gained enough yardage on the play that even with the penalty, they still netted yardage. So it was a 1st and 5 situation. That pass play's incomplete. That makes it 2nd and 5. Clock stops with 3:59 to go. There goes the young man again, Corey Price, still on his feet. He takes it inside the Hearts' 25-yard line. So Corey Price is kind of in at quarterback. They're kind of direct snapping to him, and bottom line is it's working. He goes from Effingham's 48 to Effingham's 23, a 25-yard gallop, Dustin. And the new set of downs for the Eagles. 1st and 10, they're going to call it officially the 24-yard line. 1st and 10 for Civic Memorial. 3.5 left in this one. Now, in the shotgun, Braden Pierce. So we're having to watch play-by-play now about who's out there, and they decide they'll call a timeout and talk it over. So timeout, Eagles. Comes with 3:22 left in the game. At Bethalto, it's Civic Memorial 40, Effingham 14. Back in a minute on 97.9 XFM.
Northside Ford in Effingham is proud to be a sponsor of high school sports. Check out the new F-150. The future of tough is here today, so you can own work now like never before. Stop by and take a test drive. Contact Northside Ford today or visit them online at effinghamford.com.
3:22 left in this one. It's Civic Memorial 40, Effingham 14. And with it 1st and 10 for Civic Memorial at the Hearts' 24-yard line. We'll see what happens here. Here's the snap, the fake, the run to the near side. Braden Austin gets away from a couple. He's finally knocked down after a very short gain. Still shy of the 20-yard line. As Braden Hasty, who was said a moment ago was in on offense, now in on defense, makes that stop for the Hearts, tripped him up. So Braden Pierce carries to the 22, gain of a couple, make it 2nd and 8. Down to 2:48 left in this one. Now they've got Corey Price. They direct snap to him. He couldn't find the handle. Picks it up now. Still turns it into something. He's inside the 20. He still hasn't been tackled, and he is going to go for a touchdown. You'll have to see the video. He came to the near side. He was dead to rights. Dead to rights. Turned back toward the center of the field and ran in for the score. And the Hearts have an injury. Player down at the 15-yard line. So the touchdown makes it 46-14. The score comes with 2:28 left. Much more importantly, player down for the Hearts. Right in the middle of the field. Just inside the 15-yard line. He tried to react when Civic Memorial's player was able to make that cutback. And Corey Price scores. But the player was injured trying to react and trying to shift gears, shift his momentum to maybe make the tackle. Now he's moving up on his knees at least. That's encouraging, and he's going to be all right and go off under his own power. That's Tristan Rhodes. So Tristan Rhodes, whose nickname is Bambi, that's legit.
Okay.
Walks off the field.
I'm sure there's a story behind that.
And walking under his own power, that's encouraging. And he gets over to the sidelines.
I'm not laughing because he's hurt. I'm laughing because you just told me that they call him Bambi.
I know. That's an old nickname. That's nothing new. I'll see if he talks to me next time.
I was going to say, does he like that?
Then we'll know whether or not. They're going to kick for one here. Colin Hall, whose leg's tired, for the extra point. It's up, and it's plenty good. And that makes it 47-14. Hearts had it 7-7 at one point in the game, but it's been all Civic Memorial in the second half. 47-14. CAM with the lead, 2:28 to go, back with the kickoff in 30 seconds here on 97.9 XFM. 5 plays, 53 yards. It took 2:01, highlighted by Price's 21-yard touchdown run. The kick was good. Civic Memorial has extended the lead over the Hearts to 47-14 with 2:28 left in the game. There's the kickoff. It hits at about the 15, picked up by the Hearts and now dropped. That's Corey Osborne heading to the middle of the field. He's got a head of steam up and gets it to about the 20, where he's taken down, and immediately a flag is thrown. And that's a personal foul. A face mask on Civic Memorial is the indication from the back judge. So it ends up, the play ends up at the 20, and then the face mask after that. So we'll see whether it's inadvertent or advertent. Would that be the other option?
I guess.
It was a major infraction. So the play ended at the 20 on the run back. I guess, and then a 15-yard penalty to the 35.
I guess I should know, shouldn't I? I mean, I should know whether advertent is a word or not.
I mean, you have inadvertent, so
I don't think it is, though.
Okay. Well,
I don't know. It's not something I would say anyway.
The lexicon of language do my right. Let's see what happens here with 2:17. Hey, I ought to know, right?
I guess, yeah.
You don't have to take the whole fall here, man. I should know. There's the handoff. Lucas Vasquez still in at quarterback for the Hearts. Handoff gained a yard. Out of the scrum there for the Hearts is Braden Hasty. He's everywhere, carrying the ball, making tackles.
Carried by Hasty.
1 yard gain to the 36. 2nd and 9. Down to minute 55 to go in this one. So the Hearts are going to be 1-2. And Civic Memorial is going to be 3-0. And this team could do some damage this season.
I think so. But Effingham coming back to play Charleston is going to be 0-3. It's a good chance, I think, to go get a road win, and we'll have to wait and see how it goes. But they'll have a chance to bounce back.
Hand off to the deep back this time. Got a couple of yards. Let's see who that was carrying that football. It is Marshevsky's back, I think. Nope, Zane Tilker. Zane Tilker carried that time. It is good to the 37-yard line, a gain of 1. So that'll make it 3rd and about 8. And we're down to a minute to go. Lucas Vasquez is a sophomore. Big brother Drew's a senior. What else we got out there? Who's running center for the Hearts? Matthew Robinson's out there at the center spot now for the Hearts, so shout out to him. Here's the snap. Ball's loose. And it ends up, I think, back in the Hearts' hands. It is grabbed and recovered by, as we said, the young man who was there a minute ago, Zane Tilker. But the Hearts recover. It's at the 35, so a loss of 2 on the play, Dustin. And that could have been the last play of the game. I think they'll have to get one more away.
Yeah, 5-second difference between the play clock and the game clock. So they'll run one more just to make it official. But Effingham gonna take a decisive loss. But held Civic Memorial to fewer points than Mattoon did anyway. If we could, or no, then not Mattoon, but
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here's the handoff, run it up. The gutty's loose. That's Tilker. He's into Civic Memorial territory. It's a first down, and that's the end of the game.
Whatever I was saying there wasn't any good or important enough to finish. Let's just say that.
From the 35 to the 49, a 16-yard gallop there for Zane Tilker. That's how the game ends. And the game ends with a Hearts loss. Final score here at Bethalto. Civic Memorial 47, Effingham 14. Post-game show on the way in a minute. You're on 97.9 XFM. Thank you, Dustin. Hearts coach Brett Hefner joins us for a post-game visit. And Brett, first road game of the season. Some good things, but gosh, some mistakes tonight.
Yeah, we put ourselves in some tough spots. It's a very good football team, very talented, athletic team. Posed some different problems than what we had to defend a whole lot this year. That was the first that we saw that pass game concept spread the field with athletes and with tempo, with a good running back. We survived early, and I never felt comfortable. Just always felt that there was a slip tackle away, when you get out in space like that, and it's tough. But I thought our kids fought hard. Thought our kids played hard. I told them after the game, what told me a lot about them was, I believe I'm correct in this, it was a 4-score game, and it would have been real easy just to go, okay, we're 2 hours away, let's get the game over and go home. And we take the ball and drive it down the field and score, and make it either made it a 3-score game or a 2-score game. It
was 13 points then.
Yeah,
27 to 14.
Yeah, so cut it to a 2-score game, and that told me a lot about our kids. We just made too many mistakes. We can't turn the ball over, and we had to exchange with penalties and with all that, and that was a bad stretch of plays there. And it's just, we can't dig ourselves that kind of hole. We're not explosive enough to build that kind of hole.
It was a situation, though, that certainly, agreeing with everything you said about the problems and their talent, there were still some good things that I saw out of us. I thought that Hudson Graham, to me, he's growing game to game in his decision-making, level of confidence. Threw the ball, I think, there was a great stretch there in the second half. I think he had 8 completions in a row. And he and Mr. Craik, quite a combination.
Yeah, it was nice having Trevor. Trevor's a tough guy to corral, and very good ball skills, and it was certainly nice having him tonight. We got the stop on the opening series, and we tried to go up top to him right away. That was the play that was called, and he ended up getting bumped out of bounds, so he couldn't come back in and catch it. And so that's why the first play looked like it did. We thought, okay, we can catch him on that. But yes, it was certainly nice to have him. We're doing some things better. We still don't move people well enough up front for me. And then even though we've made progress throwing the football, we still have to get better at it. We have to feel comfortable throw the ball on first down. And as a coach, you have to have confidence that your kids are going to protect, number one, and that we're going to throw it to our team, number two. But we have to get to the point offensively where it's easier said than done. You hear everybody talk about it, but you throw when they're expecting you to run, you run when they're expecting you to throw. So we have to get to the point where we got to be able to throw the ball on rundowns and be able to throw the ball on first down with the thought of, instead of, I hope we're not 2nd and 10, to, I know we're not going to be 2nd and 10. Like, that's the point that we have to get to.
Yeah, because your point well made, because if Drew's carrying the ball on first down and they know he's going to be carrying the ball on first down, then they're all keying on him for first down, and then you're in a 2nd and 9 situation at best, or 2nd and 8, and then that's Steph Road.
Yeah, it is. And people are going to continue to stack the line tonight, until you do throw the ball down the field. They were playing press man into the boundary all night, and Trevor gets by him once, and all of a sudden gets by him again, and now they're not playing press man anymore. But we talked about it going into the game, that when you play really good people like this, there's not 4 quarters of plays. Against really good teams, there's only a handful of plays and opportunities to make plays. And if you make the plays, you got a chance. And if you don't make the plays, it's going to be tough. And we had a couple times early where we had chances to make plays where we had people open and didn't do it.
Really happy about a couple of drives. There was a 13-play drive, took something like 6 minutes off the clock. And another drive, I think, was 8 plays and all close to 5 minutes like that. Good sustained offense like that is encouraging.
Yes, and that's us, and that's what we're going to have. We're going to have to be timely when we take our shots, we're going to have to be comfortable when we go to take our shots. But you're correct, that's going to be us. 8 to 12 play drives, especially when you play teams like this. When you play teams that want to go fast, you have to help your defense out. And you have to do those things. And then the other thing, I've been saying it from day one, we have to continue to find a way to get more kids on the field. Now, the kids are partly responsible for that, but that's also us as coaches. We have to develop that because when you play teams like this, and there's more and more of them, you have to have kids that are and fresh bodies that can play.
Craig gave you good minutes tonight, and I'm sure you were glad to have Joe Neiman back first game of the year.
Nice to have Joe back. Joe did a nice job as well. We played him primarily offensively. It's tough, to try and hop back in and do everything that he's used to doing because it's not week 1, it's week 3, and just the where everybody else is physically and fundamentally and used to playing 2 games, so we've got to kind of ease him back. But yes, it was nice. Had an outstanding touchdown catch. Had another really good catch out of the backfield where he got hit hard, and we did mix him in some defensively. But yes, it's nice to have him as well.
So now you're looking at the start of conference play at last, heading to Charleston, another road game, but a Charleston team that's struggled out of the gate here. So I guess we'll see what happens. Yeah,
we talk to the kids. We break it down into 3 parts. The non-conference, then you hop into conference, and you certainly hope to be playing in the postseason. So, we talked tonight afterwards. The non-conference done. We're 1-2. It is what it is. It's not where we want to be, but we're heading into a stretch where right now everybody's 0-0 starting next week, and you go 1-0 next week, and you're sitting on top of the conference. So.
Without a doubt. I know it's a long drive home. I appreciate you coming up and talking with us.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it, Grant. Thank you.
Hearts coach Brett Hefner on the post-game show. Final score again, Bethalto Civic Memorial 47, Effingham 14.